Welcome everybody to the C3 Friday Free for All, the show for Panthers fans by Panthers fans. If you would like to be a part of the incredible discussion that we will have about this Carolina Panthers team tonight, hit that link that I posted to the top of the YouTube chat, top of the Facebook chat, join via StreamYard, and be a part of what we are doing here tonight. This is your retrieval from all the chaos that plagues our world. If you need a break, then tonight is that break, and we can break you off a piece of that Panthers football, baby. You already know what it is, and you already know I have the most loyal members of the C3 Legion here with me tonight talking Panther football. First up, you know him. You love him. He is always here with bells on, ready to fight and roar for the Carolina Panthers. He is the brand ambassador for the C3 Legion. It's D's Ill Skills. D's, what's up, brother?
Man, just you taking the words right out of my mouth. Just thinking about all the things that I've seen on the internet this week. I am so happy to come in here and just talk about Panthers football. Something that makes me happy and something I hope makes you guys happy too. Looking at the chat, you're not too happy with the Panthers right now, but we've only seen one game from this 2025 team. I'm hoping that we can turn things around this week, especially against this Cardinals team. Let me bring up last year when we faced these guys. This is actually one of the games, the 7 straight 200 yards rushing game that our defensive coordinator Xavier Legette is on that streak right now. But we did win this game against the Cardinals. We gave up 206 rushing yards, but the Panthers were able to rush for 243. With Rico Dowdle added to this backfield, I feel like that's a number that maybe we can attain once again against this Cardinals defense, or at least come close and give this offense some runway room to make a smooth landing in the win column. It would be nice to see. Just something to think about moving forward as we play this Arizona team. They did struggle some against the Saints. I don't want everyone to be so down on the Panthers. We spent 2 hours going over the schedule last week on Friday, and we talked about 7 wins, 8 wins. Nobody was really going crazy in here. I know that there are people out there that said 13. I know that there are people out there that said 15. And I know that's a big letdown for Panthers fans to feel that way. But what the C3 or the Friday free-for-all was telling you was 7 or 8. We weren't going too crazy. We didn't have super high expectations. And to come out flat against the Jaguars, in my book, really isn't that big of a disappointment. Now, a lot of fans are disappointed, especially in the play that Bryce had. We look for him to gain his footing and limit the turnovers this week against the Cardinals. And if that's the case, I think we can find some success, Cody. I'm always ready to roll, but I want to hit you with a question real quick before we get started. How long is that leash for Bryce Young? And could another 3-turnover game for Bryce Young end up in a benching like we saw last year?
Well, Deez, that's a great question, brother. And I think that really depends on who you're talking to, how long that leash is. I would personally love to know how long that leash is for Dave Canales and what he feels about Bryce Young going forward. But as for myself personally, I think, to be honest, I think he has until the bye of 2025. So that's a considerable amount of time. We know that Bryce started hot later in the season last year. And I know that might be a little late for some people, but when this is a must-win year for Bryce Young, there are some key matchups that we're all going to be looking forward to during this schedule that's really going to show what he is made of as a Carolina Panther. And I do think this Sunday in the 4 o'clock window against the Arizona Cardinals is absolutely one of those games. It's going to be awesome to talk about with you, my brother. Next up, all the way out in beautiful sunny California, holding it down on the West Coast, we have our boy, Michael Wydrick, back on the free-for-all. What's up, Mike?
What's up, Cody? What's up, everybody? Yeah, at this point, I shouldn't throw in the towel too early because let's be honest, week one was. It's all in the books right now. It's all in the past. I'm hoping that we can get this W this year or this week to start us off on the right foot. So, yeah, I hope we have a good Friday for all, boys.
Yeah, sir. Happy to have you, man. And listen, you already know this next character.
He was beat.
He is, some would say, the most fiery member of the C3 Legion. You know him. You love him. He may just tell you to shut the hell up. It's Panther Pickle back on the free for all. Pickle, what up, brother?
Boys, I've either been arguing, mad, or fighting every day this week, and I'm about tired. So
let's do it some more. Let's do it some more. You're tired of it? Let's fight even more.
You know
Pickle.
what, brother? I did something yesterday. Actually, it was this morning, and it made me feel better. And I saw it off a clip off YouTube of an old movie, and I've seen it before, but it's been a long time. If you get mad and you're angry and you just can't take it no more, stick your head out the window of the door and scream, "I'm mad as hell and ain't gonna take it no more."
I'm mad as hell. I ain't gonna take it no more. Yeah. I can't stick my head out the window, but you know.
Well, you know. But you know, so sometimes you just got to look at the other person you're arguing with and say, "Shut the hell up."
That's it. That's all
what
you gotta do sometimes, baby.
Shut the hell up.
Well, listen, man, the Carolina Panthers have given us this opportunity to have a Friday free-for-all, and that's what we will do today and talk about this team. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell for every single time the C3 Panthers podcast goes live. White Chocolate Espresso in the chat. Jump in, brother. We need to hear from you, bro. But let's jump right into this.
We don't. He's a South Carolina fan. We don't need to hear from him.
How did I forget about that, bro? And well, you know what? Sometimes even the worst amongst us need to have an opinion too, you know. So whatever. Yeah, we'll let him slide. But boys, let's jump into it. I have titled the show tonight, "Can an Angry Carolina Panthers clip the wings of the Arizona Cardinals?" And we have heard rumors that the Panthers are confounded by the lack of effort and play that they had against the Jacksonville Jaguars. And according to the rumors, they're pissed. They're coming out and they want to smack the Arizona Cardinals in the mouth.
They should be pissed. The fans are pissed. The fans are about fed up with this bullshit.
For sure.
I posted, I replied directly to Dave Canales on the Panthers. You know what? I'm going to shout out my guy. Me and C3 Cole, we've been kind of a little bit angry and expressing ourselves on Twitter. And then all of a sudden the Panthers have decided when they post something on Twitter, you can't reply to it. They just don't want you to reply. Probably because they got tired of hearing my replies. Like, hey, Dave.
It's your fault, Pickle.
You're the boss. You don't have to ask Xavier to do something. You can tell his ass to do it.
Yep.
But, you know, and they should be angry. The players should be angry. They look like warmed over dough crap. And making all that money, doing all this, talking about how badass we are. Where the fuck are you?
Yeah, man.
Actually hyped himself up, made a stream, hyped himself up, unbelievable, when there was no padded practice and he beat Icky. Where the fuck's his sacks been since?
Yes, sir. And by the way, I do have some news as to that. So the injury report is out, and Ikem Ekwonu is questionable. So we don't yet know if he will play. But Tershawn Borton has also been declared out. And he is somebody that we were really depending on to generate a lot of pass rush for us this year for the Carolina Panthers. So, I mean, talk to me, boys. What are the matchups that you're looking forward to early? And as a matter of fact, I want to pinpoint one of them. Because if you look at all the grading numbers, according to PFF and all these other football data publications, they all unanimously said that T-Mac, our boy, our first-round pick, Tetairoa McMillan, was the most impressive Panther on the field this past Sunday. Not only that, he was one of the most impressive rookies in the NFL, but he is also going up against another very impressive rookie in the form of Will Johnson, corner out of Michigan. He was supposed to be a first rounder, but he ended up sliding a little bit into the second. How did you feel about this matchup? Because all reports to this point are that Will Johnson has been a nightmare in coverage. How are we feeling about that matchup, boys?
Yeah, Will Johnson's big problems. I mean, Will Johnson had a great game against the Saints. I mean, he caught that ball in the end zone for an interception against the Saints like he was the receiver, like he was the guy that was intended for the football. I mean, it didn't even look like the Saints guy was in the play when he caught that pass. And he had the awareness on his first game and his first interception in the NFL to pop up and take a knee in the end zone. I mean, how smart was that of him? You know, we have complained a lot this week about a certain wide receiver we had that didn't have awareness of where he was on the field because he stepped out of bounds. And we gave him a hard time. But Will Johnson knew exactly where he was in that game and in that moment. And he popped directly up, took a knee, and that took the ball to the 20. So good on him. He's looking great so far. I know during the draft process that I thought Will Johnson would be a great corner in this league, and getting a pick in your first game is a really good way to start. But, hey, we got a guy that gets picks too. We got a guy that jumped up and grabbed one with one hand out of the air. And we can talk about that matchup as well if you'd like. Because
absolutely.
When we played the Cardinals last year, Cody, we had Mike Jack on Marvin Harrison a lot, and he locked him up just fine. And I'm going to tell you right now, Mike Jack had a great game last week. He played really good. He played a lot better than what we pay him. I can tell you that much. Like, the Panthers are getting a deal for his services this year as far as I'm concerned. I mean, just great tackling support coming up from the cornerback position for Mike. And I'm hoping him to keep that trend going so that going forward, all Panthers fans say, yeah, he's a great number 2. Love having him on the field. And not everyone agrees with that now, Cody.
Yeah. So listen, I put up a little chart here from Sumer Sports. It's the offensive metrics and the defensive metrics for the Panthers and the Cardinals. And literally, at first glance, it does not look very nice over here, to say the least. Our EPA per play, minus 0.18. Success rate, 36.5. EPA/rush minus 0.09, and the Cardinals, you know, they are looking better than us. So if we're going to rebound, what does that look like? What do the Panthers need to do differently, Michael, that they didn't do against Jacksonville, that we need to be able to do this Sunday in order to be able to separate ourselves from the Arizona Cardinals, who played a not very good Saints team at the moment?
Well, I'll put it to you like this: I want to see our defense stop the run this week because, we looked absolutely like stupid out there in week 1 because we just couldn't stop the run. That's the main thing that killed us, was the run that the Jacksonville Jaguars had on us. And I mean, I'm gonna be honest, like I hate seeing our team slack in one area, which is, mind you, the defense. We need to stop the run. And if they decide to pass, which, you know, they might potentially do that or whatever. But I mean, we just gotta focus on what we need to do. Like, we need to stop the run first, and then when they decide to pass, we better be expecting the pass, like as we always need to. But see, with the defensive coordinator that we still have, I mean, I don't know, like, it's kind of worrisome. But I mean, I'm hoping that something changes around real quick. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. And by the way, if you listen to some of the data and the metrics, the offensive line, they really weren't terrible compared to a lot of other offensive lines. We just need our receivers to, one, catch the ball, Xavier Legette, and we also need Bryce Young to be accurate and see the field better. Pickle, what do you want to see? I mean, obviously we need to do both, right? But what would you prefer to see more? What do you think that we need to do more? Do we need to get the run underway, or do we need to open up this passing attack?
Well, offensively, we need to open up the run. And I'll be real. I know people in the chat and all over Twitter has been giving Xavier Legette hell. And maybe he deserves a lot of it. But let's stop imagining ourselves that he's the only problem on his team. Austin, Corbett Austin.
Yes.
You know what, dude? I told everybody that you're not worth being a center. I told your ass so.
It's not his
son
position.
Of a bitch don't need to be on this fucking roster. Cut that worthless bastard off this roster. Because we've got two people. Now let me educate folks a little bit. Because Panther fans, they're like me. They get in old age and their mind's slipping a little bit, or maybe they just don't think. Maybe you know what? They might have had too many smokes. But anyway, all that being said, Cody, you remember last year? Last year, Austin Corbett got hurt, right?
Mhm.
Out for the year. Before that, he was having so-so games. And don't throw me that PFF bullshit. If you don't trust PFF all the way,
I
don't trust it at all.
I don't trust him as far as I can throw him, and I can't throw much.
Now, let's be real. When Austin Corbett got hurt, they didn't send in Cade Mays. They cut him. And he was on Giants practice squad. They send in, yeah, Rock Jones, I'm up here on video talking. If you want to speak for yourself, come up, hit the link and come up here and speak for yourself, brother. It's an open door. Now, that being said, they put in Brady Christensen, who looked pretty good at center, didn't he? But then Icky got hurt. Now, did they put Josh Newman at left tackle? No, they didn't. They pulled Brady Christensen off center to put him at left tackle and pulled Cade Mays off the Giants practice squad. That's how we finished. Well, Icky was out a couple games. And then after that, Brady went back to top left tackle backup. Then all of a sudden, first game of the year, Icky's out. Do they put Brady in there? No, they put Josh Newman.
Makes no sense. There are so many things that just they baffle me. They absolutely baffle me. I don't know why Brady Christensen wasn't playing left tackle, and I don't know why Cade Mays isn't playing center. Now,
right?
I disagree with you, people. I don't think that Austin Corbett is useless, but what I will say is that he is better served. He's better served as a guard than he is a center, and I feel like Cade Mays was always better fit to play that position. Let me welcome in someone.
He can be a backup then.
Yeah, well, let me welcome in somebody, and then we'll go back to Michael Locks, man, back on the free for all. Locks, what up, brother? Locks, man.
What's good? What's good?
What's up, bro? Good? How you living, brother? Yes, sir. Loud and clear, man. How are you?
I'm Gucci. What's good?
What up, bro? Talk to me, man. How you feel?
I'm Gucci. What's good?
How you feel? Let's talk about this offense a little bit, brother.
Yeah.
What do you want? Yeah, we hear you. Do you hear us? Can you hear us? Locks, man, do you hear us? I don't know if he can hear us. We'll get back to Locks, man, in a minute. Go ahead, Michael. What are you going to say?
Been here. Yeah, she's been talking to you, but you just haven't been here.
No, go ahead. Go ahead, Locks, man.
All right, let me welcome in my boy C3 Cole back on the free for all. Kobe, what's up, bro?
What's up, boys?
How you living, brother? How you living, man?
I don't have anything to say. Except I love y'all and I'm here, man. What's going on?
Yes, sir, man. Hey, real quick, I want to play something for y'all, and then we will get back into the show. Play a little bit of this Panthers propaganda. Let's see if you're picking up what they are putting down.
Panthers 0-1, falling to the Jaguars 26-10.
They know as well as I know that's not good enough. We have to grow from this. We have to take care of the basic things and just take a next step this week.
It's the beginning of the season, so that's one game. One game not going to define this.
I think that you learn a lot from win, but you learn the most from losses.
I was able to talk to the group about it's like, guys, we know what we have in this room.
It's a work day, bro. It's a fucking work day. The standard been set, bro. Keep raising that bar. Nothing less.
But definitely turning it up just in everything we do. Everybody do their job.
What standard has been set?
All right, Cole, talk to me, bro. You said what standard has been set? It's a free-for-all, brother. Bring me the heat. What do the Panthers need to do to turn
Explain
this?
Explain to me what kind of fucking standard we have. Like, what kind of standard do we really have in Carolina right now? I understand you're caught up in the moment as the leader of the team, trying to get everybody hyped and ready, but we ain't got no kind of fucking standards around here, Cody. We got the worst defensive coordinator coming off the worst statistical season in league history, and Dan Morgan's gonna fucking look at us and take blame for himself and say he can fix it. That makes Dan Morgan look very, very fucking stupid in my eyes.
Yeah, no, that really does, man. And I feel like Dave Canales, I mean, a lot of people are questioning him already. They are wondering, can he be the guy?
Him too. I was talking about Avero, Cody, but yeah, him too. I got questions about Canales as a leader and a play caller.
Right. Like, I mean, whenever you start losing, that's when people really start to ask the questions. And I mean, rightfully so. But, Canales, again, boys, we're on our third head coach in 5 years. Like, it's abysmal at this point in time. So we need a standard to be implemented. And that standard has to start with Dave Canales, but also, like we mentioned at the start, running the football is so incredibly important. And when you revamp this offensive line and you pay so much money to this offensive line, you go out and get Rico Dowdle, and he's a 1,000-yard rusher, and yet he was pretty much invisible the entire time.
Touches.
Yeah, damn sure didn't get enough touches. Hey, let me welcome in Cash Radio Zitsky. What's up, bro?
What's going on? What's going on, yo?
Oh, I'm doing wonderful, bro. How's your Friday evening?
It's going all right, man. I just got off of work. I'm gonna start my weekend right, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. We'd love to hear that, brother. Hey,
man.
Cash Radio, let me ask you this. What do the Panthers need to do differently to have a better outing against the Arizona Cardinals, who historically we're very good against Arizona? We have a winning record against them. What do the Panthers need to do better?
I think for one, we need to establish the run early, kind of like we did. I think we established the run early last game, but we went away from it too early. We need to establish the run early and stick with it. I think we need to figure out a way for Bryce to be efficient. You know what I'm saying? We can't have him making certain plays and then not being able to make certain plays. So I think the biggest thing is going to be us establishing the run, playing the run pretty well on the opposite end on defense, and putting Bryce in position to succeed, man. Putting the team in position to succeed.
Yeah. What do you think about that matchup between Tetairoa, McMillan, and Will Johnson? Because T-Mac, however we're supposed to call him now, I think T-Mac is his preferred nickname. But he's going up against a very talented young rookie himself, and Will Johnson, who's been lights out. I mean, do you feel like getting the ball in Tetairoa's hands is one of the key aspects to the Panthers winning this game?
Yes, I do. He looked like our most polished receiver last Sunday. I was at the game. He looked like our most polished receiver. And truth be told, not trying to take anything away from Will Johnson, but I really don't think that Tet is a good matchup for him, because Tet is a much bigger receiver than he is a corner. And he's very handsy, very handsy. So I think Will Johnson will get a couple plays in there on him, just like because he's a great corner. He's a great talent. I think he's going to be one of the best corners that we see when he, fully pans out. But I don't think Ted is a good matchup for him,
Those big body wide receivers that are just strong and can run routes, they're hard to deal with, man, because it's like you don't want to press them too much, because if they're able to, get the hands off and get by you, bro, his ability to recover is already not looking too good. But even the jump ball, which has always been an aspect of T-Mac's game, like that's something that we need to get going. Like T-Mac was billed as the player that even when he isn't open, he's open. Bryce just has to put the ball around him somewhere.
I think, after sitting back and watching a little bit more film on that last game, and then, of course, me personally, I'm always gonna look at the Atlanta game last season as a reference to that being the best play that we've seen out of Bryce. I think the biggest thing that we got to do with Bryce is figure out a way for us to get his favorite receivers in places that he can see them and see them fast. Because he has a problem with seeing the whole field. You know what I'm saying? And that's why he's always bailing out of clean pockets. We got to put him in position for him to be able to see. And somehow, some way, that has to be with him in the pocket. We can't have him running out of the pocket every time. You know, it just can't happen. You know?
Yeah, no, absolutely. You know, that offensive line, that's important to what we're doing. You know, and I mean, you know, running the football, passing the football, that goes without saying. But I feel like the identity that we were sold by Dave Canales and by this offense is being able to pound the rock. And I just feel like there are too many times when they're not aggressive enough in doing so. You have such a highly paid offensive line. You have, you know, not one but 2,000-yard running backs. Like, to me, getting this run game started, that is what's going to be the thing that helps out your passing attack. If the Cardinals defense does not respect the run, they are never going to respect the pass. Let me welcome in my bro from the beautiful Isles of Hawaii. We got my bro JD back on the free for all. JD, what's up, brother?
Yo, what's good? How y'all doing, man?
Doing good, man. Happy to have you back as always, man.
I'm happy to be here.
Bro. What do the Panthers have to do to get this thing turned around, man?
They need to play more mistake-free football. Like, I can't speak for anyone else, but from what I saw, I only watched the first half. After that half, I was like, yeah, let me go out and make some money because the Panthers on that bullshit. But it was a fear that I had going into the season because, once again, Canales decided that the starters didn't need the game reps. Like, he felt that the practices and like that's his decision to make. But I think we're seeing that this team, that game this past Sunday, they look like a bunch of guys offensively and defensively. They look like a bunch of guys who hadn't played a lot of football with one another. I was watching Dunk's breakdown of the defense, and there was a blitz that Evero called up, and it was honestly a solid blitz. Like, if it was better executed, I believe that you would have had Morig. They were sending Morig in. He was stunting. But he ended up going into the same gap that Ashawn was in. And it's like, if that play was better executed, if Morig understood that Robinson's going over here, so I need to go here, he would have had a straight shot at Lawrence. But instead, you end up in the same gap, and it allows the offensive lineman, to recover because he was focused on Robinson. But because you ran into Robinson's back, now that center, the guard, he was able to reset, and he picks you up. And it resulted in what we saw, the defense looking like absolute crap. I believe that offensively, Canales and company, they showed us last year with everything that happened. Bryce being benched, Bryce being brought back in. They showed you that they'll get their things correct on the offensive side of the ball. And my hope is that allows the defense to play a little bit more freely. So I'm not too concerned about the offensive side of the ball. I think a lot of the miscues and mistakes that were made, those are results of guys just not having a lot of live reps with one another. To speak on Bryce's performance specifically,
let's talk about Bryce.
I'm not too, like, I know people it's hard to be positive and have high expectations for the team after a performance like that. But comparing this past game, week one 2025 Bryce to week 1 2024 Bryce, and I feel like the version of Bryce we got this year was more of he was a less rhythmic version of what he was later in the 2024 season. He was taking his shots on one of his failed pass attempts. Credit to the Jaguars defense. They said that it was a perfectly timed blitz. If they hadn't called that blitz, if Bryce had a moment or a second or two longer,
touchdown,
McMillan was down the field. McMillan had 3 steps on his corner.
Yeah,
He had beat in the corner. That's an easy pitch and catch, and Bryce saw it. But the corner, I believe, that they sent on the blitz, he got to Bryce right as he was getting ready to release it. Those are things that the gentleman that was saying he went back to last year, week 18, and you look at how the offense was running. Not just week 18, the last 3 games, Bryce was playing like I've seen defenses try to catch me with this earlier in the year, and they caught me. I'm not going to let that same thing happen again. He was shifting protections around at the line prior to. It seemed to me in those final couple of games last year that Bryce he understood his assignment. Like, I'm going to do this all pre-snap, and I already know what y'all going to try to do. So I already got an idea of where I'm going to go with the ball. So then you saw Bryce playing a lot more comfortable, a lot more confident. Week 1, that past game, I was disappointed. I wasn't disheartened. I don't expect Sanders to have as many. I don't expect Sanders to drop as many passes as he did. I don't expect Corbett to make the mistake that he made going further down the field, right? Even XL, I know a lot of people aren't. Mind you, I'm a huge XL fan. I can't defend him until he starts giving me a reason to be able to defend him. But I feel like all the miscues you saw offensively, those can be corrected, and they will be corrected. I used the analogy when I was talking to my people about it earlier. If the Panthers go out here this Sunday and they drop 45 on the Cardinals, we beat the Cardinals 45-7. Are we suddenly going to start saying that that's who the Panthers? We going to do that every week? No, hell no. If we go out there and we beat the Cardinals 45-7, hey, that was a nice turnaround. But now I need to see consistency from you. What they were week 1, what they were week 1, or that is not what this team is going to be as the season goes on. Like, I saw this team struggle last year, and they got better. Canales needs to go back to the drawing board as it pertains to getting guys ready for week 1, but I'm not too concerned about the offense getting their shit together. Evero, on the other hand, that's a whole nother something. There's a disconnect on defense. 200 yards rushing on your head to start the season. There's a disconnect. There's too much talent on the defensive side of the ball for them guys to be giving up. Like, even with the offense not performing the way that you expected them to, that defense is, if I'm not mistaken, dead last in pressure rate, dead last in stopping the run. There's a disconnect. I don't care how good Evero might be, but something ain't translating.
Bro, there have been. Well, let me just say this, Pickle. We have had over 7 games in a row.
How do you allow that to come back and coach week 1 of the damn season?
Of letting up
on that alone, damn your record. How do you allow that to come back?
Yeah, man, of letting up over 200 rushing yards, 7 games in a row.
We have more talent. We have way too much talent on the defensive side of the. Evero, I said it going into the season. Evero strikes me as the type of person, coach-wise. I know what I'm doing, and I'm gonna keep doing it until I show y'all I'm right.
Right.
This shit,
it ain't gonna happen.
And you know, JD, you're right. There is a miscommunication, a misstep. I'll tell you where it's at. It's between Evero's right ear and left ear. That's where the problem's blanked. Now, I mean, it's and why is he still here? Well, I have.
How many games is it gonna take, Pickle? That's what I want to know. How many games of 200 rushing yards?
I'd have fired him last year.
How many games of 200 yards rushing is it going to take before he's fired?
Dan Morgan felt sorry for him. David Canales fought
but
for
that's
him.
another conversation
Or
too.
David Tepper wants to be the first coach that Tepper's ever hired that's actually finished out a contract.
So, well, and listen, we're getting ready to talk about that in a minute. Did Dave Canales bring back Xavier Legette just so that way he could delegate all the defense to that way he can designate all of the defense to Xavier Legette and basically not have to worry about it? But boys, before we go any further, I have got to let y'all know, and then we're going to introduce some people into the stream, some longtime favorites of the C3 Friday Free For All. But first up, gentlemen, if you have not been on Underdog Fantasy yet, what are you doing? I mean, for real though, what are you doing after everything that JD said about how Tetairoa McMillan was? I mean, he had almost two touchdowns that he should have had. How are you not going on Underdog Fantasy and picking up this 0.5 on Tetairoa McMillan on rushing yards or receiving touchdown, either rushing or receiving touchdown at 0.5? Come on, man. That is easy money. That's easy money. All you have to do is go to Underdog Fantasy, the sponsor that has been so loyal to the C3 Panthers podcast. Underdog Fantasy is easy. Just pick whether your favorite players will go higher or lower on stats like touchdowns, receiving yards, interceptions, and more. You can play with as little as $1. Now, before we go any further, boys, and I'll use this moment to welcome in Twan Don. Twan, what's up? Happy to have you back on the Free For All, bro. How are you? If we have Twan, you there? Well,
yeah, what's up, Cody?
Yeah, so let me ask you this, man. Between 0.5 rushing or receiving touchdowns, 62.5 receiving yards, or 4.5 receptions for Tetairoa McMillan, we're just going to focus on him for right now. Which one do you feel more confident about between those three, and which stat would you pick? For me, it's that 0.5 on the touchdowns, higher or lower, rushing and receiving.
Cody, I got to tell you, man, I'm not going to be very positive on this show today, man. I wouldn't bet shit on the Panthers. I wouldn't bet a dollar on these motherfuckers.
Hey, you don't even have to be positive, bro. You can say lower on all of these, bro.
If it's got something to do with the Panthers, I wouldn't bet shit on these Panthers. Nothing. Pick another team to bet your money on.
Let me go to my man Panther Pickle. Pickle. This is Chuba Hubbard, right? We've been talking about needing to rush the ball more. Another one that I am absolutely looking at, bro, that is the rushing yards, because this is key for the Panthers. They have 43 and a half. To me, if the Panthers hit higher on that one, then that is absolutely a key to the Panthers' victory. Us being able to effectively run the ball. If we're able to get to that 70-yard rushing range, bro, to me, that's an effective run-first offense for the Panthers.
That sounds cool, and Chuba could get that, but that I wouldn't count Chuba to get any more than that. I don't think they're going to win this game, but that's just my opinion.
So would you feel lower is a more prudent option?
I would, because to be honest with you, the Panthers, what we got this week, my friends, is exactly what we got all last year, all off season. Talk, hype, and talk. You didn't get nothing else. Okay? You didn't get nothing else.
The blueprints look good, though, Panther Pickle.
Yeah, they're designed to look good. How'd that work out for us?
That Panthers playbook looked real cool as well. Always does every damn year.
Cole, let me get you in on this, bro. I got Chuba Hubbard up on the screen.
On Madden,
hold on one second, would you, out of all these stats on screen right here, which one would you feel most confident with? We got 0.5 rushing receiving touchdowns, 43.5 rushing yards, 11.5 receiving yards, 2.5 receptions. Out of those stats, which one would you feel most confident putting a little bit of scratch on, brother?
Unfortunately, most fans are going to want to have to close their ears when I say this, but the glaring one to me is that under on the 63.5. I'd put a large sum of money on it if you want me to get real with you.
Yeah. Hey, I hear it, man. Like, this is one of those things.
Chuba's not playing bad. He's not playing bad, Cody, but just hear me out on this right quick. He's getting the 3 and 4 yard carries, but he's not busting shit right now. Like, he is going to have to get a lot of carries on his 3 and 4 yard. Like, I ain't even seen him get over a 10-yard run yet last week. Did y'all see it? 'Cause I didn't. I might have been asleep.
Right,
They were killing
that's
me.
the problem. He'll get
I think he
the
did.
5-10 yards, but Canales won't let him run that
Yeah,
much
it's
to
not.
get that.
It's
Yeah,
not
I mean,
that's
if,
what
Chuba's.
it is.
It's
if
not
he
Chuba's
gets
fault. It's
right,
not
if
Chuba's
Chuba
fucking
can
fault.
get 4 or 5 yards per carry, good Lord, run him until he falls over, because you're going to at 4 to
That's the
5 yards
problem.
of carry, you're going to get first downs. You're going to drag the defense down, and our
Yup.
defense is going to rest. But Canales doesn't have the um, uh, common sense to let him keep running. Canales wants to throw that ball, so he's going to throw
Cody, I
that
want
ball.
Rico to get some carries.
Go ahead,
I will push.
JD.
I will push back only in that last. So to start the game last Sunday, we get the ball. Jags get the ball. They go down. They get 3 points. We get the ball. We go down. We get 3 points. I can't recall exactly what resulted immediately after that, but our defense, right? They force a punt. We get the ball back, and Bryce, we can't put this on Canales. We can't put this on the team. Some of that blame needs to go to Excel also, but Bryce doesn't see the safety lurking. Throws the ball, results in a pick. When you get an opportunity to take over a game, the game momentum in a game, and your players fail to execute, this goes back to what I was saying about they look like a bunch of guys who hadn't played a lot of football together. Obviously, that's going to go back to the coaches, but players failing to execute in opportunities where they can. You get behind the 8 ball, if you will. You can't necessarily run the ball the way that you might want to or the way that you had planned to. If the Panthers, again, this is going off of what I believe they can be, not what they've shown, because if we're talking about what they've shown, I ain't mad at nobody for feeling some type of way about the team right now.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, let me go to Gas Radio. Let me go to Gas Radio Zipski. Bro, I'm looking at Marvin Harris.
I want to get my little 2 cents in too.
All right, hold on. Let me just get to this ad read. Let me get one more little stat, and then we'll get into all of it. Gas Radio. Right now, they have Marvin Harrison at 0.5 rushing and receiving touchdowns. Higher or lower, brother? What would you do here, man? Would you take the higher or lower? How are you feeling about Marvin Harrison going against our defense? They also have him listed at 54.5 receiving yards. I'm gonna be real, brother. I would probably take higher.
I'm to be honest with you, I will on the touchdown. I think he will score a touchdown, but the receiving yards. Now, I'm not gonna say. I think he'll get over. I take the over on the touchdown and the receiving yards. I'm not saying he's gonna beat us up now,
Yeah.
but I think he'll get more than 54.
Yeah, man. So
and I think he'll
listen,
score a tutty.
listen, you can get in on all of this action, man. Download the app today and sign up with promo code C3P to score $50 in bonus funds when you play your first $5. That's promo code C3P. Millions of fans have already won billions of dollars making picks on Underdog. Will you be next? Underdog, make more picks, win money. Must be 18 plus, 19 plus in Alabama and Nebraska, 19 plus in Colorado for some games, 21 plus in Arizona, Massachusetts, and Virginia, and present in the state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. See assets underdogfantasy.com/web/play get games, play and get terms _DFS_HTML for details. Offer not valid in Maryland, Michigan, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. In New York, call the 24/7 Hope line at 1-877-8-HOPE New York or text HOPE NY to 467-369. Hey man, if y'all really want to show some love and support C3 Panthers podcast, go on Underdog Fantasy, download the app, use code C3P. That really does help us as a podcast tremendously, boys. We appreciate Underdog and appreciate y'all. Hey, real quick, let me welcome in my bro to the Friday free for all. We got Poppin, back on the show. Poppin', what's up, dude?
Yo, what's up, everybody? What up, Cody? How everybody doing? Twan, Pickle, DJ Skills. I can't see everybody, but what up, Gas? I see some gas down there. Some gas.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
JD in the building. We got that crew tonight.
Everybody I missed. What's up with y'all?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Boys, jump in on this. It's a free for all, bro. What you want to talk about, bro?
Let me throw this out there because I want to respond. I first of all, I understand it ain't all the coaches, but let me explain it. There was a play I witnessed. Bryce rolls out. Everybody's in coverage. It's 4th and 10. The tight end Sanders is in the end zone, rush the crossing route, wide open. Bryce throws it out of bounds. He goes to the sidelines. Canales says, "Good job. We'll try again." I need a little bit of spit and fire from my coach. When my player screws up, I want to hear Canales rip him a new butt. Just pat him on the back when he screws up. Y'all, timeout don't work.
Yep.
Put him in timeout. That always works. No, it don't either. We need a butt chewing. Now, some people say you don't butt chew a pro player. Well, you got to do something because what I saw Sunday, should not happen again. And to be fair, I blame the coaches, the players. There ain't nobody on that 53-man roster that was active Sunday that I don't blame for that.
Bro, Underdog has 204.5 passing yards for Bryce Young. I'm gonna be real, like until I see something from this team, I'm hitting lower on that. Absolutely all day, man. Absolutely.
Go to the Cardinals and see what the Cardinals is got.
The crazy thing is that. Oh, go ahead.
No, you got it. I've been waiting, but go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'll go after you.
Well, when y'all go? Come on now.
Well, I mean, let me apologize first, man. Like when you asked me the question, I didn't realize you was promoting the Underdog thing, man.
Yeah, that's my fault. I kind of jumped into
it. My fault on that, man. But man, look, this team is bad, man. It's so for me, y'all know me. I'm a players guy. I'm not ready to attack the players because we got the talent on the team. Think Gas, Pickle, and them guys coming to the show the other day. Everybody knows there's no secret with me, man. Man, I don't like Canales, bro. I don't like I didn't like him when we got him.
That's fair.
And no offense to anybody because everybody's opinion is warranted, and if that's your opinion, that's your opinion. But when I hear people say that Canales ain't part of it, man, look, Canales is a bum. He's a buster, bro. He is a bum.
Damn.
He's not ready.
You already done on Canales, Twan?
No. I'm done. I'm out.
I am.
You gotta give him another year. I'm still gonna say that though. But I'm out. Listen, I never wanted him to begin with. I thought that was the best guy we could get because our owner, throwing drinks and saying all kinds of dumb shit and whatever, and then we couldn't get a head coach that wanted to come here, man. I just want to kind of keep it on a little bit on this Canales thing, man. I don't think the players respect him. I don't think he rallies them the way he thinks that he rallies these guys. I don't think they really listening to him. He's soft, man. He reminds me, and people think I'm joking when I say it, like an insurance salesman. I mean, like the whole I'm gonna get the rah-rah speech, but if ain't nobody buying into your rah-rah speech, it ain't gonna work. The dude says we all the time when it's a fuck up, but he never says I. Never, ever says I. It's always we. We don't make the calls. We didn't make that offensive call. We didn't tell the fans that we was gonna run the ball and then don't do it. We not out there calling this bullshit as this playbook that you got that ain't worth for shit. You know what I'm saying? We didn't tell you to throw the ball from side to side or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then I hear people say, well, he don't trust Bryce. And we saw what the hell Bryce could do in those last 10 games from last year. So I'm not really ready to blame it on damn Bryce. And I saw him make mistakes, but the offensive line wasn't at its greatest. The center was trash. The guy that was filling in for Icky was trash.
Too
I mean, we're
trash.
not going out like Bryce, like he ain't had the heat on his ass during that game as well, man. He made some bonehead ass plays, and I'm gonna always get on him for that shit, though, man. But
Hey,
I genuinely believe when that dude went to the sideline,
Got you, man.
and
Cody,
he
why did you
snapped.
not run 2,000-yard backs to death the first game?
I don't know. That was my biggest question. You spent the most money ever on your offensive line. Hey, I'm gonna let you go, Paul. Let me get Anthony in real quick.
Yeah, the
Anthony,
judge
what's
just
up,
cut
bro?
me off.
I thought you were done, Paul. Let me get
Hell
Anthony
no,
in here.
but that was
I
a
did too. My fault,
finish.
Twan. What's up?
Yo, what's up, boys? How y'all
I'm with you
doing?
though, Twan. I'm doing okay. That was.
I'm about to open it up. I'm about to open it up and just let everybody have at it. But let me get
Can y'all
Anthony
hear me?
in. Yeah, you're good,
clean, bro.
Anthony.
Go
What's
ahead.
up, bro?
Like, I'm patiently waiting for everybody
What's
else
up?
to talk, but I can't get my shit off.
I'm gonna let you get all your words. I promise, bro. Let me give Anthony an intro, and then I'm gonna let everyone get in. Go ahead, Ant. What's up, bro?
Twan. Oh, what'd you say, Cody? What were you gonna
No,
say?
I'm just saying, what's up, bro? Like I'm just wanting to get your overall feel, man.
Yeah. So I mean, like you know, because I called in about it and like twice on Sunday and Tuesday. Very disappointed. Everything Twan just said is factual. I'm done with Canales too. He's a pussy, straight up. Like we have soft ass mentality coaches here, year after year after year. There's no accountability taken. Like Twan said, it's all this we bullshit. You're the head coach. You need to fall on the sword when your team comes out with no urgency. You need to fall on the sword and man up enough to tell your defensive coordinator to play the players you want to play. Okay, and on top of that, we're running a whole ass new playbook. Like we didn't and I called in about this. We didn't translate anything over we did good from the previous season for what I saw.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not even high on Bryce at this point because I don't think this pairing works. But I'm sure not. I think
Anthony, you breaking up.
win more than 5.
Anthony, you're breaking up real
All right,
bad.
no, you're
brother.
fine now though. Ant. Keep going. You're clean.
Can y'all hear me?
You're clean now. Go ahead, bro.
All right. What I was saying is that he doesn't deserve to keep his job if we can't win more than 5 fucking games, man. And this is embarrassing, dog. I said this on Twan's show. The only part of this team I really like is the front office because their process is good. And I'm starting to like some of these players, but also like, you know, he mentioned it. Corbett, we didn't play our best with Corbett last year. It was Brady Christensen or Cade Mays at center. And then do I even have to bring it up? Extra lotion. I mean, I got a text from someone that knows Kyle Bailey, and he basically said that extra lotion wouldn't be starting right now if Jalen Coker was in the lineup. So
I saw that.
these are all.
I believe it.
I just don't know how year after year we deal with this goddamn bullshit. Pickles, right?
I know it feels like the same thing over and over, bro.
The fans don't deserve this shit.
Especially when
I'm done with
the Cody. That shit hits different, bro.
I'm done with the off-season videos. I'm done with the blueprints. I'm done with all of that shit.
All that silly shit, Anthony.
Me too, man. I'm over it, man.
Hold on. I'm with Cody. This team, every time we do a record prediction, I'm giving them 0 wins until I see a win. And we'll just add on a win every time they win. Because this team continuously doesn't build on what they did good the previous. Like, he hired Will. Now, let's find him for a head coach who just got fired. And then we hired Dave Canales, another soft-ass mentality coach. It's ridiculous, man. And why is Nick Scott dancing in practice, bro? I mean, this is just downright foolery. And we're already getting shamed again by the media. We're a fucking clown show. That's all I got to say right now. I know I went off, but Jesus, man.
They deserved every bit of it.
I understand everybody's point of view, and everybody has the right to point fingers because everybody's to blame. Every single staff member, every analyst. I've never been a head coach. I've never been a coach of any type of anything when it comes to sports. I've only been a player. And so it's got to be a lot of stress to try to get 53 men to all be aligned. We know the Canales come from the Carroll tree. Carroll is not a rah rah type of guy. He's not. He's a happy go lucky guy. That's why he's this Carroll 2.0. And Carroll was successful, but he didn't start off successful immediately. Remember, he had to lead the NFL and then come back. So this is the second year coach. Yes, there are some things that I believe that he should do better. But let me ask you this, Twine, are you right-handed or left-handed?
I can use both. It depends on what I'm doing.
What's your dominant hand?
I'm right.
That man said I'm ambidextrous, Pop.
I am ambidextrous.
That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
I am as well.
That's why what you shoot when you play pool.
Everybody's ambidextrous, right? So do you think you can go win a professional boxing match with one hand tied behind your back?
No, I mean.
Okay. So what you have to do also is blame the owner. You start at the beginning. You start at Tepper.
I did
because
I put him in there.
but hold on. Because I have heard Canales and Twan. You heard it too. After that game, Canales did take accountability for how things went. He did at the end of his whole press conference. He did. I know you remember. He did.
It was one sentence. Yes,
it doesn't matter, but he admitted. But because you said he never does, and I told you I've heard him say it before. The other issue is that's not his guy. When you have a bipolar, performance-based football quarterback, you don't know what you're going to get when you're dealing with somebody like that. You don't know what you're going to get. You don't know if it's going to take him to week 8 to get himself together, or does he have to lose another girlfriend, or does he have to be benched? You don't know what you're going to get because he doesn't put it all together when he needs to. We talking about year 3, not year 2 like Canales is.
Yeah.
Not year 2. So when we put things in perspective, yes, the head coach is to blame. Yes, he is. Evero has things to be blamed for. Yes, he do. But he doesn't go out there and make the catches. The wide receivers have to make the catches. The quarterback has to make the throws. And he has to call the right plays and manage the game right. So I just think when we're sitting here analyzing our staff for the Carolina Panthers, let's put enough umph on what for who. Because this shouldn't be happening for why I said he doesn't trust Bryce? Because he starts dumbing down plays as you start watching the game goes on.
That's his fault.
The play, no. It's the quarterback's fault. Because if he can't execute the plays, I'm gonna go back to ABC 1, 2, 3 for your ass.
They don't trust each other, man.
We say this, Pop. That ain't fair. Canales saw what that quarterback.
Life ain't fair, but it's not fair. It's not fair that he has Bryce as his quarterback either. But he still got to deal with. He still got to deal with him.
Let me rebuttal
So
that.
that's my spiel.
That's
my spiel on the
real quick. Twan, then Pickle, and then I'm gonna let Michael ask 2 questions.
Geno Smith wasn't his guy. He got handed. They handed it to him. Baker Mayfield wasn't his guy. The guy got handed to him. They said he was a damn quarterback whisperer. You know what I'm saying?
He wasn't a head coach.
Yeah, okay, cool. That's not
the same. That's not the same.
But didn't they say that's why Morgan brought him in to work with Bryce Young?
He wasn't an offensive coordinator either.
Right. So check this out. So
he's not. Hold on. You're putting him in a Chad. You're putting him in a Chad Izzik situation. He's not Chad Izzik.
Pop, let me finish, Pop. Listen,
I'm just saying he's the head coach.
Not only just that, man. We got 2,000-yard backs in the backfield, bro. Why we ain't see Dowdle into the second half?
Why are we in pistol, bro?
Why are you not running the ball more, man?
Pistol.
Why are you not running the ball more? You got 2,000-yard backs in the backfield. It ain't even got the all the way B on Bryce. That's what I thought they were going to do.
But once you give up 3 turnovers, you got to start throwing the ball. Sorry.
I thought it was too early in the game, Pop. I thought when you brought Dowdle over, it was to take more pressure off of your quarterback because now you got 2,000-yard rushes. Chuba looked all right when Dowdle ran the ball. He looked good.
I agree.
So
He should use Rico more.
waits.
Yes,
He
yes, he
always
should.
waits until we
He
get in
needs
trouble.
blame as well. You're
Let me
absolutely
finish,
right,
Pop.
Twan.
He always waits until we get in trouble to want to try to start throwing the ball upfield. Now, guys, tell me am I right or wrong? When Bryce had to throw the ball upfield towards the end of the game, I mean, what happened? We got a fucking touchdown. Huh? So don't tell me he can't throw the ball up the field and he don't trust him. He trusted him the last 10 games.
He don't do it consistently.
He
Don't do it consistently.
Bryce, let me finish, Pop. When he came in, he said Bryce has taken command of this team. This is his team. I see it in him. I trust him. Blah, blah, blah. So why not trust him now? Bryce was mad because that dude was calling goofy ass plays the whole game. He's like, they gonna blame this shit on me, bro. They gonna blame it on me. I'm the quarterback. They gonna blame that shit on me.
Yeah. Hey, real quick. Hold on now. Real quick.
Canales, man.
Real quick.
He's doing it anyway. Hold
up.
Bryce been so good. Bryce been so good. he gets to criticize on what play calls.
Let me read
wow.
this love bomb. Let me read the love bomb. $10 from Playing for Jesus said, I would like to thank Dan Morgan for the lateral moves on defense for making the inside linebacker room worse than it was the year before. I have a lot of things to thank Dan Morgan for. Let me go to Pickle and then Michael, and I'll open it up again.
Sorry about that.
No, you
go. To me, it goes down to the same thing we fought since we got rid of Ron Vera. Okay, let me explain briefly. We talked about on here about Canales and let Canales go and all this, and then some people are like, well, let Canales get his own quarterback and his own defensive coordinator, and then if he still sucks, then we let him go. Well, are we not doing the same damn thing we did before?
We heard the story 3 times before.
When
exactly.
When you had Matt Rule, you let Matt Rule come in there, and he was a college coach, wasn't an NFL coach, and he hired every coach he wanted. He got to go out and pick the quarterback he wanted. He cut almost every veteran on this team, and he got to do what he wanted. And you kept him here for a while till eventually you let him go. Then you hired Reich. You hired Reich, but you said, Mr. Reich, we want you to come here and be our head coach. But this coach you have to keep. And this coach we like real well. And this player over here, you can't touch him. And then when we bring you in, you're in charge, but here's a playbook we want you to run. And here's the quarterback we want you to have so you didn't get to draft your own quarterback. That didn't work out. So then you go get in between you have these interim guys that you should have kept, Steve Wilkes, but all that being said, then you bring Canales in and you tell Canales that here's your quarterback and here is your defensive coordinator. And here's these other coaches you can't touch. You know what? If you want to know why these coaches don't want to come here, that's the reason. Sean, I 100% believe a lot of these coaches would have come here and been a head coach if you would have said, you're in charge of your staff and the players, do what you need.
Well, I want to say one thing.
I
want to say one thing. I'm going to pass it to Michael. He's been waiting very patient. But, it's like we had an opportunity at Jim Harbaugh. And look at what Jim Harbaugh is doing with the Chargers.
He didn't want alpha male in there.
David Tepper. Damn, y'all don't want to let me finish now. David Tepper did not want an alpha dog at the head coach position. Somebody that would run the organization from top to bottom. And I feel like right now, I'm not completely sold on Canales, but right now, I feel like he's more of another yes man to David Tepper than a real leader of this football team. Let me go to Michael. Michael's been waiting. Go ahead, Michael. Get in there, bro.
I got something to say after.
All right. After Michael.
Okay, so I got 2 questions for everybody, and I need you guys' honest opinion about both of these questions I'm about to ask. So,
yeah, man.
First question is, are you guys? Well, I know some of you guys are going to say yes and no, but are you guys completely done with Bryce Young after week 1, or are you guys still going to try to have a little faith in him? And my second question is this: when I was on the Friday free for all, did I not get upset because of the fact that everyone was hyping up Bryce Young too soon? I need an honest opinion about that.
I'll say this.
I'm definitely not off the Bryce train.
I'm not off the Bryce. I thought
game.
he was bad. I thought he was bad, but I don't think he
never was on that train.
bad
Yep.
I don't think he was as
I'm off the
bad.
train.
I missed it. I missed
Because
it. I ain't buy a ticket. I ain't do none of that.
when
I
you're
hopped off that bitch early as hell, but I'm walking. I don't give a damn.
when your wide receiver can't get keep his feet in bounds on a 25-yard out route, and when Rico Dowdle can't catch the ball, and we got a turnstile left tackle, and your center is just throwing the ball like we got Justin Herbert.
Don't forget incapable play caller
Like,
Anthony. I'm sorry.
I'd say I'm not out on him, but Michael, there's a part of me that's just like, I want this whole fucking thing to end with Canales, with Bryce, and like just get
I'm
someone
out on him
here.
here in Carolina. I
Hey,
say
look,
that.
hey,
JJ,
My
the one
dog.
thing Pickle missed though, when he was talking, is Pickle should have brought up there's no culture here, and that's the biggest.
there is
That's what
none,
I was
though.
gonna say. There's no
Zero.
identity. It's because we all know we
There's no
got talent.
leaders
We
either.
all know this
Yep, I
offensive
should have
line
said
Zero,
can
that.
get
Twan. That's the
pushed.
problem.
We all know Bryce Young can at least throw a floater. So you telling me we can't run play action? There should be no reason why we can't line up with Bryce under
No play
center
action out there.
and then run a
Thank
cross
you.
route to Ted McMillan. But
That's
if we
easy
did
money,
that,
JJ.
we
Good
would
shit.
look like a Pee-wee team doing it. Why? Because it's coaching malpractice. The head man don't know what to do, don't know
Thank
how to send
you.
his people to do shit, bro. We have no identity, and we can tell because everybody out there don't know what they doing. Simple.
It's
Hey man,
also too.
the 33rd team has the Panthers. Surprisingly enough, they still have our offensive line ranking
Man, fuck
in
all that.
terms of pass protection.
They didn't see the game that we saw.
They
It
have us
wasn't
at
bad.
number
It wasn't
6.
bad.
No, they did
It
not.
That's
wasn't
what I was
horrible,
thinking.
but
I was like, bro,
it ain't
it
six.
didn't look that good. It
Can
Hey,
didn't
I
look,
look
say
man.
this,
good.
Hey,
Cody?
shout out to Anthony and JJ though, man. Look, look, the young boys is doing it, man. They both look, man. It starts with the head coaching, bro. Hey, did anybody watch that Green Bay game last night? Did you see LaFleur on the sideline getting
Yes,
his
that's
players'
Elite.
That's
exactly
ass?
what
a
the
Yes,
fuck
leader
he's
right
yes,
there.
doing,
Huh?
bro.
yes. Canales
That's
could learn a
a
lot
He
real
over
if
there
he
coach.
had more
motherfucking want to
experience.
bake cookies with these guys and some shit, bro.
Nah, Canales, listen, let me just get off my point. Canales needs to go read his book with AJ Brown on the sideline, bro. That's really what he needs to do.
And then he got on the podium, and as they're asking him questions, like somebody pissed in his milk, like he didn't want to answer no questions. Yeah, I don't know. This guy would never
Twan,
discuss
hold up.
that.
Let me
Because I got called to the principal's office
That
because
was some
David
other
Tepper
shit.
probably told him that he sucked to his face.
Let me open this to the panel because JJ brought up he came in at the perfect time. We were talking about this last week. The issue is there's no culture, and that's what I brought up earlier. When we have not had one season in the David Tepper era where we carry over what we did good last year to the previous season. Like
Right.
JJ said, Bryce Young is actually at his best when he is under center and he can play action off the line. And especially when you have a player like Ted McMillan, like the Mike Evans guy, that's that's been his bread and butter in Tampa Bay for years is the play action crossing routes. And it's just like there is no identity here. That's why it's like we don't know what players to bet on Underdog Fantasy. We don't know how the team's going to look. It's completely bipolar as fuck every single week. We don't know what we're going to
Real
get.
shit.
And that's why I'm just telling you, that's the most frustrating part.
It just don't look like they know what they doing out there, bro.
Well, Anthony,
No,
let me
and
Some of them
Anthony, let me
don't,
help you
Twan. You
out
know
there
they
real
don't.
quick. Let me help you out there.
Let me
You
ask you a
should take
question.
the under on Bryce Young passing yards. You should take the over on our opponent running back. Any running back we play, we should
It
take
don't
his
matter who
over.
it is.
Exactly. He gonna hit the higher on rushing, and you should
Pretty
probably bet
much.
him a rushing touchdown. Like James, we play the Cardinals. James
Uh,
Conner a rushing touchdown. I'm taking the over on his yards. Bryce Young's only at 200 yards, so it's like he might sneak his way to above that, but I still might take the
let me
low
ask
on
you
Bryce
a
Young
question.
yards.
Under, baby.
Can
you
a
know
good
what's cool
quarterback can a
is that
good quarterback hide?
Hey, Pop, you're
Who is
breaking up real.
that?
Break
Can a
it
good
up a
Pop,
little
you're
bit,
break.
Pop.
Wait, hold up, Pop. You're breaking up real bad, bro. You might want to come back out. And then, hey, real quick. I haven't gotten to these in a minute. These little skills. Talk to me about Bryce Young, man. What does he need to do to get back on track? Are you off the train? Are you on the train? How are you feeling about Bryce Young? What does he need to do against the Cardinals, brother?
I'm just really confused because, we looked so good against Atlanta to end the season. We looked good against the Cardinals in that game as well when we played them last year. Like I said in my opening monologue, we gave up 200 yards against the Cardinals, but we rushed for 240 and was able to win that game. Bryce passed for about 180 yards, which seems to be about like Bryce's sweet spot. It's like when the Panthers pass for 150, we lose. But if we can get near 200 yards or 180 or anything over than that, we definitely win. So am I out on Bryce? No, not yet. But my fear is that he goes out here and has another bad game like he did last week. And that's 3 straight years of multiple turnovers week 1. And it's like, why do we continue to come out flat? And it doesn't matter if it's Frank Reich. It doesn't matter if it's Dave Canales. We're completely flat with Bryce Young week 1. And it takes time to get things turned on. Why do we have to bench him to get him going? Why did these changes have to be made? Like, we see the offensive line stats right here in front of us. I mean, I know what we saw on the field doesn't match this chart. I understand that. I say what we saw on the field probably puts us around what? 14, 15, something like that, somewhere in the middle. We weren't great. We weren't amazing, but we weren't horribly bad on the offensive line play for week 1. But we just had bad luck, and things just went wrong for us overall. We couldn't make plays when we needed it.
Hey, Deez, let me say this, Deez. You made an intriguing point when you said, why do we keep getting off to a slow start? Now, without everybody saying, don't we know why we get off to a slow start? Because our head coach wants to be fucking cute every preseason and not let the guys play. That's why we get off to slow starts.
We look like we were playing preseason football, Twan. You're right.
Diesel Skills literally said nothing's falling your way. Nothing seems to go right. Nothing's getting lucky. And it's because you're not preparing for those things. Like, you're not in position to make things right. You're not in position to win. We don't know how to win a close game, because we probably don't even practice winning close games. We probably don't practice 2-minute drill. That's probably why we don't have no in-game situational awareness like that, because you're not even putting yourself in position to. Coach is doing a completely bad job of running this.
Just like in 2020, just like in 2020, when Teddy Bridgewater admitted we didn't even practice red zone, and guess what? That translated to the season. We were asked in the red
shit
zone.
Is that?
Like,
these
that's
players are not lying, bro.
Unprepared every fucking year, bro. And I'm sick of these coaches like Brad Idzik standing up on the podium and literally defending their decisions. Today he's like, no, we were fine without the preseason. No, you weren't, bro. The clock management wasn't good either. Like,
that we haven't had a winning season since 2017, bro. I'm sick of this shit, man. This is in the history of the Carolina Panthers. We have never had a stretch of years of bullshit.
Tell them, Jake.
I'm tired of it, man. It's fucking sickening that we have to deal with this shit, man. We have passionate people that come in here that cares about this team so much, but we don't ever get what we want.
People
we never
tired
get
of
what
this
we
shit,
want.
man. The fans don't deserve this.
We gotta deal with the fucking 5'8" quarterback. That's what
and if Canales or any other coach goes to that podium and tries to pretend like, I don't want to talk about this because we want to keep this a fucking secret. We don't have no secrets. Everybody know what the fuck we can do. We trash.
You suck.
There's no secrets.
You suck at your job.
And every opposing team knows what to do.
We ain't got shit worth hiding.
Team knows what to do. Just run the ball straight down.
Dave Canales sitting there hiding under his mask, and it's fucking affecting the day.
Hold on, let me get Panther pick one day. I'm gonna play a video for y'all.
Bryce Young in there uninspiring.
I think it all boils down to the lack of experience. Because Dave Canales, before he came here, he was only OC 1 year.
1 year.
He was passing game coordinator for the Seahawks.
Extensive resume.
And didn't even touch running game. He went to the Bucs, and even the Bucs fan says he'll talk about running, but he will never do it. And then he comes here. Now, what's he do? The first person he hires as offensive coordinator is his best buddy, who was a wide receivers coach, who's never been offensive coordinator. And then they bounce off to a defensive coordinator who's only been a defensive coordinator for 2 seasons on 2 different teams, and both them ones ended up in a losing season. I mean, if you want to hire a coach who knows how to win in the NFL. If you want to hire a coach who knows what he's doing to train and rebuild a team, folks, let him have control of the fucking roster.
Canales is the best we can get.
Complete control of the roster. And if he says this quarterback sucks, dump his ass. If he says this defensive tackle's trash, dump his ass. If he says this corners don't fit my system, trade his ass.
But Pickle,
I
you know
agree.
what?
He just brought up such a great
Pickle,
point.
you know why he can't? You know why he can't go to Evero though? And this is for people to keep saying the relationship with him and Evero. And I pointed it out and I put the statistics out on our last show, man. He can't go to Evero because if you look up Canales' his history, Canales don't know shit about defense. He ain't never been on that side of the ball.
This is what they built.
He has never been on that side of the ball his entire career.
And Dan Morgan has done.
Then how the hell do you prepare
Bryce
for one
Young's
football
fault.
caller if you don't know defense?
That's damn
I don't think you can be in the NFL that long with a defensive coach and don't know defense, bro.
He's never been on that side of the ball.
He was out here.
That's kind of hard to
The Knicks guy was a good. He literally said exactly what Evero.
I'll show it to you. Never been on that side of the
ball. That's why it's called podium talk, guys. It's podium talk.
All right, bro. Listen, we are about to get
It's
into
called
something.
being a bullshitter.
We're about to get into something that's very contentious.
Got it right, man.
But you know we got to talk about it. You know we got to talk about it. Man, you drop this. Rock on y'all boys. What's up? Hey man, y'all listen
I'm
to
gonna be real
what
with you.
y'all
Motherfuckers is
listen to
pissed off, bro. We tired of this shit, bro.
Dropping the rock on y'all's ass. Let's listen to what Captain McMillan had to say about Xavier Legette.
It don't help you catch the ball. It don't help you go block somebody. They don't help you win football games. That's why I said I don't care to see none of that. I'm just being honest with you. Nobody cares about that. The Panther organization don't care about that. All right, the shits and giggles are over now. That's over. Your country slang is over now. It's time to put up or shut up. I'm just being honest. Like, nobody cares that you talk a little country. Nobody cares you eat coon. Nobody cares no more. We want to win football games, dog.
Yeah.
And we're not, and you're not helping us.
I don't even know. Like, this is my guy. I don't know what to think about him. I mean, I'm not even excited to talk about him.
Why are you
But what
surprised?
the heck is Xavier Legette doing?
Yeah.
Like,
why is he your
he's
guy,
not
bro?
getting open. He's not making any plays.
JB,
why is he your
it
guy?
seems like when I always used to talk about him, you know, I told you it's like a big brother, little brother relationship that we got, and we don't even know each other like that, right? Only reason why is because he went to South Carolina, I went to South Carolina, and I want this kid to be successful so bad, but I don't know, JB. I'm just being real.
But
You remember I told y'all before on this show what I say. I'm tired of the excuses or this country stuff, like all the slang and, you know, that's cool. What about lacing him up and playing football?
Exactly.
You know, everybody want to talk about his accent, how he's tall. You know, he's been in gorilla videos and stuff like that. What about playing football? That what pays your bill. Playing football pays your bills. And right now, he's not showing us that he was deserving of a first-round pick. I'm being honest with you. And he has to pick his game up. Like, I hope he listen. I hope he hear it. I hope somebody tell him I'm talking.
I hope they can
That man said, I hope someone tells him that I'm talking about him. Where was Captain McMillan wrong even one time?
No,
they need him on the
wasn't
coaching
wrong.
staff.
He wasn't wrong. But I got a question for the whole panel. Can a good quarterback hide the blemishes of a bad head coach?
No.
A great one can.
A little bit.
Yes.
A little bit.
I disagree, Pickle. Baker Mayfield has done it.
Well,
He's
remember,
here.
Baker Mayfield came. Well, Baker Mayfield came here and he wasn't able to cover Matt Rule's
Baker
ass.
ain't hiding
And
that head coach. That whole roster is.
That might have been one out of how many coordinators that he's had.
Bacon's also they've
You
also
said
given Bacon the
coaches. You
power
said
to call
coaches, not
audibles.
coordinators.
Oh,
Though.
okay. Well, we can say coordinators or head coaches. Can a quarterback whoever calling the offensive plays, can a quarterback hide the blemishes of the whoever calling the offensive plays?
You got to be really, really
Yes.
good. But see, look, I'm gonna tell
They,
you what you got.
yes.
It depends
It's
on the
not.
system.
It's a
Lamar
yes. It's
Jackson's
just
been
a yes or
hiding the
no.
Ravens'
Yes.
blemishes for
No, it's
years.
not.
Yes.
It's more complicated than a yes or no.
I
It's
say
way more
yes.
complicated
Not
than a
really.
yes.
Elite quarterbacks
Not
can.
really.
Yeah, it is.
I'm saying yes because if you have the ability to audible whenever you want to,
But what
then
if you ain't got
yes.
it? So
But Bryce ain't allowed to audible whenever he wants to. Canales wants him to stick to the
Canales
script.
doesn't want him throwing downfield. Like Canales doesn't trust.
You don't even want him to throw
Nobody
down
wants
field
him
like you
throwing
said.
downfield.
He does. Bryce does
Defenses aren't
audible.
even scared of Bryce Young throwing downfield. They
The
like,
only
yeah, we
thing
send
Bryce
all your
audibles to is a
routes.
run play.
Yeah,
That's
but
Well,
to
it.
I
be
mean,
fair,
would
they
you
did
leave?
working on our routes yesterday. Like that. Like I've seen Bryce. We've seen him throw downfield
I hope.
last year. Like that's what I'm
I
saying.
hope.
Like
I hope they fire Canales.
not whoa.
Just like they
This
fired Frank. Just go ahead and fire him, man. Y'all won't be happy to
this
have
game.
fire him and keep Bryce.
This past
I'm
game.
telling you, bro. If they nail the head coach, a lot of these issues we have will go away. But
Just
Tepper
fire
had his
fire him.
opportunity.
Fire him.
We can
Go
get
ahead and
rid of
fire
Bryce
him and
too.
keep Bryce.
We can get rid of
Why
Bryce
are
keep
you?
Bryce.
But you guys stop sitting here
Bryce.
acting
There's
like
nothing wrong with
Canales is
Bryce.
the right man for the
Why are
job.
you so invested in a pass game coordinator? Like we said, he was only an offensive coordinator for 1 year. He was the best coach we could get.
I'm not.
Why are
I'm
you
not.
putting all your
I'm not
Wait,
invested.
let me say something. Let me say something
I'm not
real
invested in
quick.
Canales.
Let me
What I'm
say,
saying is, I give the right amount of blame to who deserves it.
let me say, hold
Bryce
on, let me
ain't
say
showed
this,
me
Paul.
shit.
What I'm saying is as and Pickle can vouch for me. I've been wanting an offensive coordinator, head coach forever. Now, ideally, I wanted somebody that was more than a 1 year wonder as a coordinator. But what I'm trying to say is now, because of how badly David Tepper has fumbled these offensive coaches, bro, I'm ready to go back to a badass, mean, tough motherfucking defensive head coach and get us back right to how we used to look.
It's one of the offensive shit.
I would rather now. It's like this is so dumb and counterintuitive. I would rather play the offensive coordinator roulette wheel every year than doing whatever the fuck we're doing now.
Hey, look, I want to explain something real quick. I want JJ and Ant, because they've been watching the shit with this to back me up on this. Look, I'm not trying to squeeze this in with no brownie points, but look, the reason why Florida State is doing so much better this year, and we're gonna be as good as we say we're gonna be this year, is because our head coach did what? He had to stop calling plays and go get a real offensive coordinator, someone that actually does that. You just be the head coach. Canales wants to do everything in a limited amount of time. He ain't been a head coach but for 2 minutes, but he want to be the head coach. He want to be the motherfucking the offensive coordinator. He wants to be the quarterback guru or whatever. Well, he ain't good at none of it.
Well,
he needs a real offensive coordinator to
to
call the plays, bro.
He needs somebody else to
Here's the
call
thing,
plays.
Quan.
And I agree with
Here's the
Pop.
thing.
They should have never brought Evero back. And look, if y'all don't know, Canales and Salah, that motherfuckers as tight as glue. Why didn't Dan Morgan let that man go get his own defensive coordinator?
Because that's who Tepper paid. A lot of this stuff makes sense.
That's what I'm saying.
Who Tepper paid. Tepper paid him. He was not gonna let. He was not letting Evero go because he paid that man contractually, and he said, "Don't nobody leave me." Right? He said that in the press conference a long time ago. He's gonna make sure Evero stays here to play out his
Because
contract.
we're not
Then they'll
allowed
go
to
get.
have nice things.
And
Cody, keep that comment up there. Keep that
So
comment up there.
Canales is gonna let Evero hang himself. Cause that's not Canales' guy.
And
He didn't
that's
pick him.
why.
Now he will back him up because he has to go with the get along
It's because
game.
Canales don't know shit about defense. He can't
He didn't.
overrule.
But even if he did, even if you say that, right? Let's say you're 100% correct that he don't know anybody. He don't know about defense. I'm pretty sure he could find somebody to run defense.
Dan
I'm
Morgan
pretty sure.
already took that away from him, Bob.
I'm pretty sure if he had a chance, he probably would bring back Steve Wilkes for defense. Somebody who's aligned with the Panthers. I'm pretty sure if he could have got Salah, he would have brought Salah here. But
Steve
he
will
has
trick
no.
behind the
Remember,
Canales. That's the
remember,
joke.
I asked you, can you sit here and beat a professional boxer with one hand tied behind your back? His hand is tied behind his back. He don't have control. He does not. We
Okay,
know who runs the show. He may not be saying anything. Tepper may not be saying anything. He runs the show, bro.
Nah, Dan Morgan is
First
running.
game, he already called him into the office. Did he not?
Yep.
I'm telling you. All
Hey,
right.
Dan
yeah, we
Morgan.
know
let me
Tepper. We
It's
know
Dan Morgan
Tepper
more than
called
you think, bro.
let me get Anthony, and then I'm gonna introduce someone into the show. Go ahead.
Okay, two real things. King Jermaine just said wide receivers that go elsewhere play better when Bryce isn't their quarterback. That is who? Jonathan Mingo is on the verge of getting cut. Chark's not on a roster. Adam Thielen had 0 catches the other night. Who are we talking about with that? I don't understand that. Second thing I'll say is my biggest problem here is like what Twan is saying. Me and Pickle said this last year. I called in about this last year. We have an offensive coordinator. He doesn't know how to be the head coach. That's why he doesn't accept any accountability for it. That's why he doesn't put other duties of other people calling the plays on offense. That's why he's sitting here relishing the same bullshit about Nick Scott that Evero told him, and Evero publicly said in an article posted by Joe Person. So no, he doesn't know anything about defense. My whole thing is like, I get it. Bryce Young is a problem, but the head coach, there are other red flags I've seen with him that do not involve Bryce Young. That is why I completely turned off by him, and that's why, in honesty, I just want this whole era to end. Canales, Bryce Young, and eventually Tepper has got to stop being a big-ass egotistical bitch and just go hire someone that wants to run his damn team. And that's where I question if Tepper wants to win. Because we say he wants to win, but really it just feels like he just wants to be in control.
You just want to be in control. He's a billionaire.
That's really how it feels. Because he's had you cannot be this bad for so long when you've had opportunities in front of you. It's different than like the Browns.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know, bro.
I'm with Ant, man. Pack all this shit up.
He's
Pack
always
it all up.
he's always one doing it his way. He's winning with his soccer team right now. They're looking good. He just hasn't got a handle on his football team because he's too hands on. He may not be publicly in front of nobody. Yeah, think about how do we know that Tepper called him into the office? Somebody leaked that.
Well, that's why Frank Reich ended up getting fired because he was leaking all the shit about Tepper being a site.
Exactly. So you already call him into the office after the first game? I mean, I can see after maybe game 3 or game 4.
For once, I wasn't even mad at Tepper.
No,
I'm not mad at him. But I'm saying I'm not saying I'm mad at him. I'm just saying this is how hands-on he really is. When your head coach gets up there and they ask him why he can't, why he didn't, most of the starters, while Tepper asked him why the young guys ain't out there and this, that, and other, it tells you right there. Him and Evero, they work together, but that don't mean they work together.
Man, Tepper ain't the only one that called coaches, and I don't want us to make him sound like he the only owner that does that. A lot of them do that.
Right, and listen, I want to be fair here, because somebody on Twitter hit me up on this. Yeah, Andy Reid will let a defensive coordinator run the defense, and he runs offense. That's cool.
Right.
Andy can do that. Andy's been around this showboat enough to know how to work. But Andy makes sure his generally speaking, his offense don't hurt his defense. But he ain't afraid to walk over to that defensive coordinator and say, "What's going on?" and don't tell me that bullshit.
Exactly.
Now,
because he's a head coach.
Dave Canales isn't Andy Reid. So Dave Canales hasn't been around this circle long enough that he should have been allowed to have that authority.
Yeah, hey man, real quick, let me welcome in. Hey, let me welcome in Alex, 814 Panthers, holding it down on the West Coast. That's the left coast. Alex, what's up, bro?
Hey, what's going on, Cody? What's going on, guys?
What's
going on, brother? Right. Jump in on this combo, man. You've been listening.
Yeah, no. Well, number one, I want to say before I jump in, I have to take it on the chin. I told Pickle that I would. about week one, about us winning week one. I did say that. So I want to
Shout
say
out
I'm going
to
to
you,
take it
bro.
on the chin. And I see you smiling over there, Pickle. I
Over
know.
there giggling
I
like
had
a
to bring it up though.
He ain't
So
lying. He
I
about to eat
will
ice
say
cream.
that.
Motherfucker over there giggling and shit.
Yeah, no, I had to say it, but you know, I'm still, and you guys all know this. I'm still on the Canales train until otherwise. But for me, yeah, there are some signs, like you said, Ant, as far as like the number one thing was I was shocked that he didn't learn from preseason that you got to play your guys. Like these guys, he's not. Bryce Young's not Josh Allen. He's not Lamar Jackson. These guys need to be out there getting reps. So it makes to me, it makes sense why we start so slow in these games and in the early weeks of the season. It's like, you know, we're not ready. We're not prepared. We're just not mentally prepared. We're just not ready. And if anybody's, you know, doesn't realize by now that David Tepper's been running this team since he owned the team, I mean, you got your blinders on, man, because like this organization's been run by Tepper since. Yeah, he's been running this organization since he's got here, and you see he's demolished it. I mean, from getting rid of Cam Newton to you know, bringing in a new coach, new GM, new quarterbacks, like round and round we go. And the one person that's still here is the owner, and obviously we're not going to be able to get rid of him, but at the same time, it's just like
Jackson.
Right.
Hey, so
I mean,
That's what I'm saying, Alex.
Let
Or
me add
only-
on to
or
that.
only-
Well, yeah, let me just add, because we're going to stay on that subject. But when we're talking about the how much control does Canales really have over this own team, and he's the head coach, bro, how about why the fuck? And then I'll play this video. Why is Nick Scott still starting for the fucking Carolina Panthers?
Dan
Morgan.
Sunday more than anything.
Dan
But our
Morgan.
safety, Nick Scott, said, you know, they pay the people on the other side of the ball to make us miss too.
What?
Travis Etienne ripped off like a 70-yard run, and he was the guy that, you know, he missed a tackle. He whiffed.
I don't like the response. I'm just being honest with you. I don't like the response. That's the obvious. We know that. I think fans know that. I think people know that. Former players know that. My 5- and 6-year-old, they know that. You saying basically that man is better than you. And as a guy who's put on his pants just like y'all, put on those cleats the same way as everybody else, the helmet, shoulder pads. You can't say that. You're gonna give up plays. Duh. Everybody does. But it's how you respond to how you make your plays. You don't do that. Nobody don't want to hear that answer. Like, no. Make the play.
Sunday more than anything. But
Make the plays. Make the damn plays. That was a bullshit answer. But to me, that's like a mentality of the football team, that these players are so reticent and willing to make these bullshit fucking excuses for why their play is so trash. That falls on your head coach not implementing a standard. There is no standard on the Carolina Panthers.
All they ever do after a loss is go on the podium and laugh for each other. And
Yes,
every time
Icky's
Canales
been
takes
doing
his
it for
ass up there and
years.
says, I'm seeing
Coach
improvement,
Steve.
I want to kick him in his neck. No, you
I don't
don't.
understand how, because it's like that's why Nick Scott's dancing in practice. He's like, I suck. Who cares? I still got a paycheck. It's like, bro, there's no culture. There's no standard.
It's gone, bro.
I think it'd be a better team on the defensive side if, like, I know what you brought, like Twan, when you brought up Saleh, like I thought like that would be a solid pickup for us, like on the defensive side of the football. I think it would bring a tenacity, a different nasty on that side of the football. Like, I don't know, this the Evero thing, the experiment with him,
Why would
it
he
hasn't
come
worked.
here though?
What's that?
That's the thing though. Like,
oh, would he come here?
we don't have talent neither. Like, we just got rid of defensive talent to get Bryce some offensive talent.
Yeah, but
No, what
Tepper
I'm
throws
saying,
bags.
JJ,
Tepper throws
is
bags. So it's like,
he is.
I'm telling
So
you, I
do
don't think
other
the back
owners.
talk is
So
working.
do
I
all
don't
the
think
other owners.
Him
No, not like
and
that.
Canales are tight though, bro. They are fucking tight. So why did Dan Morgan not let him go get his own defensive guy? That's I know he ain't in charge of everything, but damn.
Dan Morgan's bitched by Tepper as well. That's why he was
Exactly.
And by the way, look at Nick Scott dancing like his mom about to take him to Disney World.
This motherfucker shouldn't even be on the team, bro.
That's what all the fans said. Everybody said this. All the fans said,
Don't
don't
say
call
Cole,
for pizza
Cody.
Let
I
me
rolls.
tell
heard
you
that
this,
shit. Don't
Deez.
say Cole
Nobody
about
else
that
would
shit.
pick that motherfucker up.
No. Hold
Nobody.
up. No, I said Cole because earlier in the chat you said you was about to come in with the fire, and I'm bringing the grease, and we about to fry his ass.
Well, I mean, look
Now
at that
tell me
silly ass
about
shit
Nick
right
Scott.
there, bro. Like, look at that shit. You
Look
sitting
at
here
this
doing
dork.
this silly ass shit,
What
and you're
a
probably the
fucking
worst starting
dork.
safety in the fucking NFL right now.
Y'all
But it's
know
cool.
why
I
he's
get it.
dancing.
He ain't worried about it. He knows
I'll
he
tell you
sucks.
why he's dancing. Because he knows
He's robbing
no
the
matter
Panthers
how
blind.
piss poor he plays, his
He's
sugar
good
daddy
regardless.
Ivero's got his ass. No matter, y'all listen to what I'm saying now. No
Yeah.
matter how piss poor Scott plays, he knows his sugar daddy Ivero got his ass.
Remember when Dave Canales said that he was going to push for the younger guys to get some play? If you're the head coach, why are
Imagine
you
pushing for
But that,
suggestions.
yeah, that was the
He said
As the head
suggest.
coach.
He said he
It's your
suggested the
team.
younger
It's
players.
your team.
Yeah, what the fuck does that mean,
Yeah,
bro?
I'm the head coach, and I'm gonna suggest
You
things
can tell
around
that
here.
motherfucker to
Cody,
put
I
him
need to
in
say
if you
one more
want
thing
to.
about him, bro.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's
So
how you know he
at
doesn't have
last,
control of the team. That's what I've been
Anybody
preaching.
that's played football will understand this. I need to say this really, like, you'll understand this. If I'm getting my ass whipped in the game, I'm going to even practice angry. I'm not fucking dancing around and taking it like a joke. And that's even with school ball, bro. If you out there getting dominated and beat, how do you not have the fucking drive to take it more seriously instead of just getting your bitch ass whipped every damn game?
why?
I'm
You know why?
tired of
I'll
it.
tell you. It's for the same reasons why Aaron Glenn, I can already tell, is going to be a great head coach for the New York Jets.
Yeah, I was just gonna
Because
say that. Aaron Glenn, man.
Xavier Gibson fumbles. He loses the game for them last Sunday. You know what he says? If you make mistakes like that, you won't be starting on this team. Guess what? He has a conversation with the GM. Oh, he's out of there. He got
I
released.
love that. I appreciate the hell out of that. That's how it's supposed to be.
And that's another reason why Bryce is so lackadaisical. He knows
Because he knows he ain't going to be here.
Pepper's little golden boy.
He's
So
got
he thought
16 more games. I don't care what y'all say.
exactly. Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. There's a culture thing. The culture is just Tepper's minions, bro. We don't have any real culture from a head coach.
Lackadaisical,
Bro,
Cody.
the video of this fucking dork dancing makes me fucking furious.
And
bro.
David Newton knew what he was doing with this shark bait shit.
It's a bunch of bullshitting.
But
It's
bro,
a bunch
hey,
of
I'm
bullshitting.
gonna
People
say
be
something
bullshitting each other.
controversial.
show that type of
I'm gonna
shit,
say
though.
something
Yes,
controversial.
he could. I'm glad he did.
Low
I'm not
key,
Goofy motherfuckers is doing.
that's why David Newton, believe it or not, that's why he is a godsend, bro. Because
Yeah,
he
for shit
asks
like
some of
this.
these dumb questions, but it gives us all something to talk about. And look at this fucking dork, bro. Everyone in the chat needs to type dork. D-O-R-K.
Trey McBride is going to get 100 yards.
Because
And
that's
2
what this
tutties
dude
on
is,
his
bro. He's
stupid
a
ass.
fucking dork. Play Lathan Ransom. It
Yeah,
pisses me
Lathan
off,
would have never
man.
missed that fucking tackle, bro. Lathan would have never missed that
I
tackle.
would go out
No,
there
he
and rip
wouldn't
hey, Cole, I would go out there and rip the jersey off that motherfucker, bro.
Flan, you know what I'm saying?
Get
Wearing
the
my
fuck
colors
off
like
my
that,
field,
acting
bro.
like that, and you
And the thing
sorry
is,
as
it should
hell.
be another player telling him that. What
Yeah.
the
That
fuck
is.
are you doing?
Yeah.
Dork.
For what
Dork.
though? It's not like they have the intention of going out there and winning football games. Like,
Hey man,
That's
shout out
they're
to
just gonna
Flame for
brush over
Jesus for the
throughout the season.
$5. Said everyone needs to be like me. Hope for the best, expect the worst. The worst is most likely going to happen.
Yeah.
Hey man.
I mean, there's a common theme in the NFL, guys. Even if your coach
If you
isn't
ain't got a
great,
quarterback, you ain't got nothing.
Well, that too.
that too. But if your coach, if you have a coach that can establish a culture, and you pick the right players for your culture, you are going to be okay. You'll be floating above water, even if you have a season with injuries, or even if you're not good at X and O's. Kind of like Ron Rivera. With us, when you have nothing, that's where you get these 5-12 seasons. That's where you get these 2-15 seasons, man. It's just a sad reality. And like,
Rehire Ron Rivera.
Hey, let me go.
Go
Let me get Jake the Snake in here. Now I'm gonna go back to Michael. Go ahead, Jake.
I mean, it's a travesty that we have to see Nick Scott out there starting for us. I mean, I'd rather have Lathan Ransom out there. I mean, I know he's a rookie. I've been pounding the table for Lathan Ransom for a while now. I was pounding the table when they drafted him. I mean, either him or Demani Richardson would be an upgrade over Nick Scott. I mean, it's that obvious. When you have the fans as a whole calling for that, and I mean, I know none of us played professional football, but still, We know the difference between a dude that, for one thing, he was this bad last year. This ain't nothing new. He was this bad when he got in games because of injuries.
The year before.
Yeah, I mean, he's that bad. It's nothing new. He's not going to get better.
And look, let me ask a question. I'm going to let Michael answer it first. Why do you even play preseason games? Lathan Ransom was a baller in the preseason, and then you just give the starting role to Nick Scott. Like, what is the fucking purpose of the preseason for the Panthers, man? I don't understand.
Coaching malpractice.
When you have a green head coach and a green offensive coordinator and an ignorant defensive coordinator, preseason doesn't matter.
Let me get Michael in here. Michael, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, to be honest with you guys, this video is absolutely fucking disgusting.
Tell him why. What a fucking dork.
Yeah, why the fuck is this guy dancing for no fucking reason? Like, does he not want to fucking win? He's like,
No, he doesn't.
What the fuck is this? This looks like a fucking class clown that is in fucking school goofing around. Like, what
He
the
was like
fuck?
a fucking female.
Dork.
Oh my god. Yeah.
That's some female
exactly.
shit. He's a bitch.
Y'all know how you know how they
Actually,
boo.
he dances better than our cheerleaders do.
Shit, he might get a job with the fucking cheerleaders. He might
Maybe he's applying for it.
He's going to dance with that one
cheerleader.
cheerleader that looked like a Vero.
Yeah.
No, man, go
That's what I said. That's what hiring to be a cheerleader.
Hey, he did look like a Vero, though, bro.
Hey, look, man. Y'all remember how they used to boo Matt Rule? When they announced Nick Scott onto the field, the fans need to boo the shit out of him, bro.
Boo the shit out of him, Twan, so you can hear it on TV.
He should hear that. Motherfuckers see what the dumb shit you out here doing, and we don't approve, bro.
Boys,
In the meantime, we got a young bull. We got a young bull ready to play in Ransom on the sideline watching.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Deej first and then Anthony. Deej, I want to go back to my question. What is the point of them playing preseason, letting the young guys look really impressive, and then not letting them have the opportunity on Sundays? Deej, make it make sense.
All right, so I a couple things, and I'll hand it right over to Ant because he made a comment on Sunday that Morig wasn't fitting into this Avero scheme, and I have to completely disagree. Trevin Wallace had a horrible game Sunday, an awful game. Like he looked out of tune, out of place every time they snapped the ball. He was going the wrong direction. It felt, and Roseboom was trying to make up the difference, but it wasn't near enough to make that linebacker room look good. So the one guy that made play in preseason, to answer your question, Cody, was Lathan Ransom. He was the one guy that looked like a star on the field. He was the one guy that had presence, or as a young man would say, aura, if you would. So he looked fantastic out there. And why he didn't start ahead of Nick Scott, I don't know, because thank you. We had Fuller last year. He was awful. Von Bell the year before, that was awful as well. It's like, why can't we just have two hard-hitting safeties to help our linebacking core? That's what we need. Put Ransom and Morig on the field at the same time. Let them press up a little bit in that zone shell that we continue to play from week to week, and let them help this poor linebacking core in 2025 in this defense.
That soft shell bullshit that keeps getting Sean McDermott burned by the Chiefs every fucking year, but you don't change it. Let me just say this real quick. I told my father the other day, I was like, truthfully, if I was an NFL caliber player, I would not want to go to the Panthers, even though they're my favorite team.
Me either.
Bro, this is it. By the way, this
exactly
is
my point.
This is a real picture of Avero on the sidelines.
So they better stop that damn shit.
Nigga got a whole cameo.
I believe, with all due respect, I believe that's Avero's wife.
I mean, you
Damn
never
it,
know,
man.
bro.
That's Avero's mama.
Hey,
It looks
real
like
quick, shout out to
a
Flame.
handsome Squidward sculpture.
Man, and I'm about to read a quote for Flame for Jesus. Vero tried to leave and got locked. This is the last year of Dan Morgan's lateral moves he will have to deal with. I bet he is saying, thank you, Lord, now. I don't have to deal with Dan Morgan anymore.
I really wish we had Milton Williams on this fucking show.
This husband or wife.
Yeah,
we have no which idea
comment
which
right
one.
there, Cody.
Hold up. What, JJ? What were you trying to say?
No, I was just saying that, like, no, I can't even remember now because of this picture, honestly. Because it's a Severo lookalike.
Got his nerves tore
Trying to
up
figure out
looking
why
at it.
Cody still got that bullshit up.
I know. I'm waiting for you to take it down.
Cody wild, bro. You already know he's
What
gonna
were
do
they
some shit
talking
like
about,
that.
Ant?
I was
Before
looking
you
for
said
Wilson
that?
Ian,
Johnson.
I was just bringing up like how like I would
she got
not
a
want
big
to get
ass
drafted
dick.
by the Carolina Panthers.
Oh yeah, that. Yo, I be
Jesus
saying that.
Christ.
I'm
I
like,
throw
bro, y'all
nachos on
be
that motherfucker
shocked.
if I was on the
Y'all be
field.
shocked when we don't get the best coaches, but like David Tepper put all his egg baskets in the Ben Johnson to be here, and we could have had his coaching staff, which
Ben
was like
Johnson's a
what
bitch, and he
everybody
told us
in the
about it.
NFL wanted. But like even he declined us. D'Amico Ryans declined us. A lot of these guys who know what they're doing have an
Because
idea of what
Tepper
they
was
want to
acting like
do,
a dickhead.
Panthers gal's right though.
and they
Cowboys
What
really
was
do
a
have the
good
best
part of
and
quarterback.
it's
that?
probably not even just that. It's probably because like they know they can't acquire the talent the same. Like because you got a yes man at GM too. Because like now you can't even do nothing about it. It's just like an all the way like around no damn near like
This is just a
you don't have
Groundhog
a
Day,
franchise
bro.
It
quarterback
really
already.
is. It's waking up to the
It's
same
a
shit every
Because
Groundhog.
day,
some
man.
of
It's
these
Groundhog Day.
franchises aren't that much different. The Bengals were a piss poor organization. The Chargers aren't a good organization, but they got some fucking quarterbacks that entice you to go there and like make a career of yourself. Bryce Young little ass ain't doing that,
Well,
bruh.
see,
Like,
the thing with a team like Dallas, because they're kind of similar to us with Jerry Jones. But the
Cody
thing with
sound like
a
he
team
heard
like
that
Dallas
before.
is that some people always grew up their whole life wanting to be a Cowboy, so they willing to deal with that bullshit. Carolina ain't got no fucking identity yet.
We
So
haven't
who
had an
gonna put
identity
up with some shit in a small market where they come on, man?
8 years. The last time we were good, I was a freshman in high school, dog. I mean, this
Right,
shit
yeah,
is
yeah.
getting
And that's
tiring.
horrible.
Yeah,
That's
and
horrible.
why? The only way you can build, listen, to have consistency, to win, to have a culture, you've got to have a good head coach to bring it here, or you got to allow him to have the ability to make the culture. When John Fox took over, you think we had a culture? We did not. John Fox walked into that locker room and basically bitch slapped every player in there. Called them everything but a good football player. Told them they was trash and they were lucky they were employed by the NFL. Because most of them wouldn't make it through college today. Pissed them all off. Brinson Buckner asked him about it. Pissed him clear off.
But motherfuckers still mad at Camper when he said when he got there he walked into a room full of losers, huh? Huh? What the fuck? What we doing now?
Reverting right back
If
to
you
it.
don't play like a winner, you playing like a loser.
Well, that's all we know is losing. That's why when Icky gives up
That
3
is
sacks
the
versus
truth.
Jacksonville 2 years ago, he's in
And
there
that's why
smiling
Cam
like,
fit in while he was here.
And man,
Like-
another $10 for Flame for Jesus says, yes, Pickle. I think we need household changes, not just coaches. I don't like Bryce
Play
either. I
caller
think they
and
need to
QB,
go.
baby.
But the money man, he is good at his job.
Cody,
Yeah,
if
no,
you ain't got a
it's fucking
capable play
ridiculous,
caller
bro.
and quarterback working together in a cohesive unison, man, you're never gonna win in this
Once
league. We ain't
Everett
got that
goes,
shit.
I want that whole defensive coaching staff gone. I don't
Every
want
one of
just
them.
one or two. Every
Every
single
fucking
one
one
of
of
them. I don't care.
I
Assistant
want the
coaches,
coffee.
But
everything.
here's the thing.
Right.
Here's
I want the women that make the coffee for the coaches fired. Fuck that
here's the
shit. I
thing,
want them all
though.
gone.
Here's the thing. How do we know that
Anthony, let him
Tepper's?
make coffee.
How do
I
we
said,
know
what the fuck
Tepper's
we
not
gotta
just
do
going
with
to
that
hire
shit?
another 3-4 guy though? Because this is what we're
Because
at right
you're
now.
not. You're not. But see, this past Sunday, we didn't hardly run 3-4 at all. We run 4-2-5. And
No, I know.
you know, yeah, it's. I've always hated the 3-4. Everybody in the chat, everybody knows that.
Yep.
But the 3-4 in itself isn't wrong if somebody knows how to run it correctly. Evero does not. Vance Joseph took over for Evero in Denver. Took 2 months and looked at Evero's paperwork and burned it all and said it was trash. Told the players forget everything he ever told you. It's all wrong. It's all incorrect. He said that defense, with respect to Jerry Rivero, is ignorance, and it's like
That's true.
a high
They
school
started off the
defense.
season
It's
that year bad too. That was the
right.
year they gave up 70 and they had to fix that shit.
Yeah, and it took him a while to get all that inveroness out of that damn defense. But once he got out of the defense, Denver's defense looks pretty damn good now.
Yeah, I was watching some film, and dude, there were plays where our safeties were playing 30 yards back from the fucking
Makes no
quarterback.
fucking sense,
It was ridiculous.
Did you see how far back he still had Horn in him?
Yeah,
Like,
like, it was ridiculous.
But you never see safeties that far back playing Bryce Young though.
I'll tell you somebody else who you could forget about him because he didn't play good on the field. And that's Pat Jones. Half the time I didn't even know he was
Why
on the
is
field.
he on the team?
Hey, you're back on the show, Pop.
What did
Because
we
we couldn't get
truly
Milton
expect
Williams
from
and they
Pat
sold him.
Jones? Let me answer this. What did we
I don't
truly
know if you
expect
hear
from
me.
Pat Jones and DJ Wanham? Let's be real.
I hear you, Pop. I'm gonna let you go after
Nah,
Anthony.
DJ Wanham was good last year, but Pat Jones is irrelevant.
Bro, they were still rotational guys
Kirk
on a
swallowing all the
Minnesota
pieces
defense.
already, by the way.
Pat Jones was rough, boys. Pat Jones was not as advertised.
Man, everybody was rough on that defense.
All of
It's
them
a
suck.
shitty.
All
And
the
by
new
the
people
way,
are trash. I'm
and
sorry.
It's a
I
shitty
mentioned
scheme.
I mentioned it earlier in the show, but now Turk Wharton's injured. He's not even going to be
JC
playing.
Horn didn't look ass. I will say that.
Let me get Pop in here. Go ahead, Pop.
So, this is very early, very, very early. But right now, the guy that I like out of college, out of Oklahoma, John Mateer, but I call him John Mater.
Mater.
Man, that kid right there is cold.
Oklahoma. Yeah, he's good.
Oklahoma. Hey,
he's
that's who I want. That's who I want.
Yeah, he's a dual
You.
threat quarterback too. He can run and throw it.
Run and throw it. He whips that ball, bro. He rips it. So that's who I want. I'm sorry. I don't want to sound like a bummer or
Say whatever you want, Pop.
That's what the fuck we look like.
you're not gonna win shit with Bryce at
He is
all.
over 6 foot as well.
Oh, how
yes,
about this, man? Hey, shout out to Tux Key for the 999. Says, can the crew discuss the play clock issue on offense?
Yes,
It's
we can't
going
even
on
break the huddle,
2
Cody.
seasons.
Could
Bro,
not
why
less.
do we not know how to get the play in
That's Canales.
before Bryce has to
Could not
deliver it
less.
to the fucking team,
Because
man?
Bryce has to offer when we break in the huddle with 10
That's Canales' fault. That was
Because
something.
we're the Carolina Panthers.
What he did in preseason, he didn't have the headset for preseason for him to call the plays. It was all Isaac calling the plays during the preseason, which should have been the time where he should have been tightening his bolts and screws, so that way when the season comes in, he would know how to prepare for it. He didn't do that. So that's what I'm saying. That's why I said I will put the blame on who deserves it, wherever it needs to be put. I'm not saying Canales is the future, this, that, and other. I just like it's not totally fair on Evero to lose all his talent too. They built everything around to try to get Bryce to have the success. Then they went behind that and tried to build the defense. And you're going to take about another year or two to build that defense because you have extracted everything just for Bryce. So unfortunately, one man should not affect the whole freaking team. But that's what we've seen for the last 2 years. That's exactly what has been happening.
But Pop, I have been one of the loudest detractors of Bryce. I've never been a believer in him. But damn, bro, we have so many different moments.
He said that's
where
so
it's like,
casual.
bro, fuck, bro. If you're not getting the play clock in, and you have a bunch of drops, and you have Xavier Legette not getting
it was a total
on
bad
third
game.
down, bro.
Everybody
was
like,
bad.
We
We already don't feel like Bryce has enough talent, or at least I don't. But then on top of that, all these other dumb issues, we're really not even seeing what we have in third-year Bryce.
Maybe
Cody,
if
you
you
know
drafted Lad McConkey instead of a third round.
Well, let me ask y'all this. How many? Let me ask y'all this. How many more games you think Canales is gonna be like that? I don't think you're gonna see that from him no more.
I'll tell you this right now.
Here's why I asked.
Until Bryce Young grows a few more inches.
Here's why I asked.
I don't think Canales is gonna have any more issues with that play clock anymore. Watch.
If he can't get the play through,
I
He
bet
better
money
not,
on
because I don't care what anyone says. If you win 2 games this year, you shouldn't be able to just hand Canales his own quarterback. Fuck that shit.
Like no, that's not the
I
solution.
agree.
This team, someone said it earlier. Yes, we had to rearrange the whole roster for Bryce because this
That was
team
me.
wasn't ready for a quarterback. That's why.
Okay,
Because you
but if you
tried
feel
to
that same way, you should have felt the same way about Frank, because Frank didn't get his guy. We know that.
No, I know.
We
And
all
that's what
know
everybody
that.
knows that. Everybody
We've
knows
been
that.
saying
We know
that.
that ain't no secret.
At all.
I was ridiculed so hard for saying that Frank Reich didn't fucking want
wasn't the only one.
Bryce
He
Young.
didn't want him.
He
We
didn't
know
want
You
him.
that.
could tell on the play
He
call.
wanted
No, he didn't
Stroud.
want him.
Bro, we heard fucking what's the blonde dude, white boy that's up for
Josh
Minnesota
McCown.
now?
Josh
We
McCown,
heard
yeah.
Josh McCown tell
Kissing
CJ
ass.
Stroud, "I'll see
When
you
you
in
get
In
here.
Charlotte."
Charlotte. Yep.
Bro, what
Right.
the fuck?
That's what I'm
And-
saying.
Yeah, so-
That's why Tepper is a fucking
And
cancer,
David
bro.
Tepper said,
So,
"Fuck all that
Everything
shit."
falls back on Tepper.
I kind
Everything-
of want this to go the way it's going right now,
We all
because
knew it was a
hopefully this
wrap.
will teach Tepper to stay the fuck out of NFL
So real
guys'
quick, you know what we're
way.
gonna do to Tepper? We're gonna go boo, and
We
you know
all
what we're
knew it.
gonna do? We're gonna applause. Jesus, bro, because he has dropped multiple love bombs in the chat tonight. Shout out to Flame. He says the bottom line is the defense held him to 16 points. Bryce gave up 10 points. We scored 3 points before garbage time.
Yeah,
I mean,
100%.
we knew it was a done deal when there was pictures of David Tepper and Bryce Young literally talking side by side. They was in the stadium. I can't remember when it was, but they were right next to each other talking. At that point, I knew it was a done deal.
Let me say
I
this.
knew it was
I was-
too good to be true whenever Frank Wright and Josh McCown were raving over Stroud, because I was like, man, this shit don't happen to me, bro. We're not getting Stroud.
I was wrong about Bryce, but I will say this. This is where I was always the same mindset. I would have supported whoever they drafted with the mindset of thinking I originally thought they all wanted Bryce. But then you look into it and it's like, well, why aren't your head coaches drafting who you want? Like, what are we doing here, man? Like, that's what it comes down
Because
to.
David Tepper like Bryce like a son.
All
It's
you gotta do
showing
is follow the
confidence,
breadcrumbs.
bro.
It will lead you right to where everything's coming up. It's too many clues.
so much.
It's too many mishaps. I go back and look at when what Canales said his first when they brought him in, right? He had a tuxedo on and this, that, and other. You know, he was talking about how he didn't have any attachments to anybody, this, that, and other, and he had like this real chipper, you know what I'm saying, opinion about everything. Then a few days later, after he went and watched tape and seen Bryce, his face was turned a whole nother different way. He was like, oh, okay.
The other problem you're gonna have with getting guys, players, and coaches coming here is, I know people don't want to hear it, man, but look, Charlotte is one of the two teams that's in a small market in the NFL, bro. It's a small market, so when you're in a small market, you got to be on your P's and Q's. You can't have a fucked up owner and trash coaches, and then our culture's fucked up. Y'all see how we fight each other all the damn time, you know, when we were doing all that damn losing. It's, man, we're in a recession. It's something bad going on right now in Carolina, and it's in a small market. So, I mean, that's why I said we're going to have to build through that damn draft, bro, because those are guys you can make come here opposed to guys you want to get come here. We saw guys that we could have got before the draft pull out on us at the last minute or whatever. It's because they don't want to come here, bro.
Did y'all watch the video?
Go ahead, Pickle. Real quick, I want to say real quick to the guy that just said Red Rifle uploading. I mean this with all the respect. I mean this with all the respect I can give.
Yeah, he might not
If
be
you
wrong.
want Andy Dalton starting, I just keep Bryce. Because Andy Dalton should have retired last year.
Andy Dalton don't even want to play.
2 years ago.
I'd rather see the hooker out there, to be honest with you.
Yeah, go ahead, put that. Andy Dalton don't even want to play.
What do y'all think is going to be the outcome? Do y'all think somebody going to be fired? If we lose,
if Arrow. Let me say this.
At the end of the season.
That cheerleader that Cody had up earlier, I'd rather see him at quarterback than Andy Dalton.
Tepper is
I-
so unserious.
Y'all know we fired somebody the other day, like 2 days
All
ago.
we do is
Right.
fire people. We've turned into the
Right.
Fire Panthers. Yeah,
I want to make a
fire
prediction. CK on the Tuesday night show said that if Vero would be fired by midseason, I am going to echo that. I believe Ajero
I'll say
Rivero will be fired well before the bye.
All right. I'll
Well
open
before
this
the
up.
bye.
I'll open this up and I'll say this, and we'll go with the details later. In my prediction, we will lose Sunday pretty significantly, and we will lose against the Falcons at home.
Yeah.
At that point, Ivero will be fired.
I don't think.
You want me to push this further? I'll throw this out. I think everyone is going to – I think because Tepper can't own up to his own mistakes, I think he's going to can Canales too for saying he
Yes.
Right.
If the team goes, if the team starts 0-4, somebody's got to get fired, bro. I'm sorry. Somebody has to get fired.
Hey, man, another big round of
it'd be
applause
insane
for-
if it wasn't.
Nobody's gonna make it out of the season.
Y'all
I'm going
think
much
we
on
keep
right
Bryce
now.
another
Quarterback,
year?
coach.
Cody got some money
We
to
better
read, yo.
not. We better not. I don't
I
care
bet
if
you
he's Tepper's son, bro.
That
If
fifth
he
year,
doesn't perform, he's out of here.
that fifth-year option won't be picked up. I can promise you that.
Hey, real quick, man. Another big time round of applause for playing for Jesus. That was my prediction, Cody. 2 the floor, 5 for the ceiling. We'll see what happens. Hey, in my season prediction, I predicted 4 wins.
Yeah, can
Tops.
we? I'm gonna go ahead and
4
say I'm
wins.
sorry, Cody. I'm so sorry for giving you shit for that. What was I
I was
thinking?
being real, bro.
What was I thinking
I
for
was
saying
being
8-9?
I'm still giving y'all shit for that.
Exactly.
All they
Where
gotta
them
do
wins
is
coming
run
from?
the fucking ball, man.
It don't mean
That's
that
the
we're
problem,
going
though,
to.
Twat. He ain't gonna do it. Look, what have we learned from
That's
Canals?
what I'm saying.
Canals
It
is
don't mean
having
that
her.
we're going to do anything.
That's too hard, Twan.
Canals
We
is
learned
having
him
the
to be a
same
liar.
problems
That's what we
as
learned.
last year.
We learned
He's
he
not
You
was
know
gonna
a
run the
why?
ball.
Because
And I
he
was
has
saying that for a
no
while.
experience at being a head coach. He was the best we could get.
And he's not a good play caller.
No. I think we could have got better, but Tepper and Dan would have had to put away their pride.
That's
and
my
let
point,
the
Pickle.
new head coach
It's the best we
get
could
what
get.
he wants.
Because guess what?
It's the best. Yeah.
At this point, Tepper's just got to swallow. Look, you're going to have to just overpay for a head coach at this point, man. Just go ahead and get
Absolutely.
the best. You're going to have to overpay.
Hand him the keys and never talk to him again.
You know the sad part about it?
You gotta make this. You're gonna have to change how coaches get paid because of your bullshit. You're gonna have to pay somebody a ridiculous amount of money. Go
The
ahead.
sad part about it, we had a guy who was willing to accept all this and still be a head coach.
They got rid of him.
And he was willing, and he would have brought a lot of culture here. He would have fired people up. He might not have been the best offensive or even the best scout in the world, but he was in my opinion, he was a damn good man and a good coordinator. Steve Wilkes should have been hired.
Yeah, he had heart too, Pickle. He had heart.
Yeah. That's
These
what I
should all
wanted
be
to
red
do. I
flags
thought he
that we
earned
didn't
it.
fucking
I have
see,
never
dude.
in
Like,
the history of the Carolina Panthers seen a Panthers team say, "We want this guy to come back." Never. I never seen players get behind a coach like that. And
Especially
Tepper was like, you know what? I don't give a fuck what y'all think.
He doesn't care.
Why?
That's why I'm saying, like, right now, I have no hope. No hope. Every season, I should just expect this because you see there's opportunities for this team to get on track, and Tepper just says no. That's not how I want to win.
He just wants to do it his own way.
He wants to do it his own way, so when we get a winning season, he could just go on the podium out of his hiding and say, "I told y'all, it only took 9 years." Like, that's all he wants to do.
So, Ant, who else? What other owner do we know that's just like that?
Dan
want to hear
Snyder.
something funny?
But guess what?
Jerry Jones.
And what other one? Jerry Jones. Now, what happened to Snyder?
He got Twan. He got kicked out, but
Look, I'm going
Snyder
with the thing
even
right
had
here.
more success than him, though.
I'm going with the thing right here. Snyder's gone. The motherfuckers in Dallas want Jerry to leave. He just won't leave. And now Tepper is following suit with that shit. That owner, that badass owner. I think also the Cincinnati Bengals owner is going in that direction too, man. That Billy badass billionaire owner shit where you can just, flash your toys and like that shit don't work no more. The world is different now, man.
You know what's funny?
You see all these small market
Cody,
see
you
all these
remember that
small market teams
They
restaurant
that
still
rise.
own her.
that Tepper walked in and
Yeah,
took
yeah,
the
yeah,
dude's
yeah.
hat off? I think they posted like a week ago something again about the Panthers.
Boom. Got you,
Yeah,
dog.
yeah.
Got you,
Dear word.
dog.
They got some good chicken wings there too, y'all. But yeah, man. They they put that sign up. That's funny.
I would have fell down
Great
on the
opening
ground and
day,
seen
Great
them
opening
just
comments.
day,
not
did
for the
not for the
Panthers.
Panthers.
Now listen,
That's hilarious.
once we lose this week, I'm gonna go take a picture by it. I'll send it to y'all.
At
I
this
wouldn't have
point,
Bird.
Cody, I'm ready to bring in Rex Ryan. Fuck it.
Damn.
Rex Ryan ain't gonna come here. Rex
His
He's
Ryan
brother
ain't
not
gonna
gonna
just
come
got
come
a
here.
here.
job. His brother
Pepper,
just got a
Rex
job.
Rex Ryan absolutely hates the Panthers, dude.
Man, Rex Ryan is trash anyway, man. Who the fuck
They,
is he?
Man, fuck Rex Ryan. We don't want him.
Yeah, I don't want that
I
bitch.
don't want Rex Ryan either.
Fuck, we
I'm good
want
on
Rex
him, bro.
Ryan for.
Imagine
He's
you're an
better
employer
than what
though.
No,
You're
he.
an
I
The
don't know.
49 the
No, he ain't.
49ers have a defensive coordinator I'd gladly take as my head coach.
Yeah.
Y'all thought Bryce Young looked bad now. Wait till Rex Ryan get here.
See,
Imagine
like Pickle said, like if Tepper, but see, this is something a billionaire is never gonna do. They don't apologize, bro. If he would put his
Oh,
pride to the side and say, you know what, look, let me just give Wilkes a call. Boom, boom, boom. He's never gonna do that because in his head, that shows that I lost, or it shows that I'm human and I actually made a mistake. And he don't want that. He's never gonna do that.
that's why he's never in one press conference actually said it didn't work out the way I wanted to or anything with all these coaches being fired. That's why he has to have predetermined press conferences where only specific people can ask him questions. It's
Hey,
ridiculous, man.
hey, whoa. Let me apologize real quick. Nick Prowling Bedroom, he's been waiting in here since last Christmas, bro. My fault, bro. I didn't mean to keep you in the background
Bro,
that long.
what's up, man?
Prowling Bedroom, what's up, brother?
What's up, man? Man,
What's up,
hey,
Talk to
look,
me.
y'all already on firing coaches. Y'all trying to be the New York Jets.
I
the New
mean,
York
maybe
That's
we
what y'all
Jets,
trying
are.
to be.
the New
Maybe we're
York
worse
Jets
than
are
the
actually
Jets.
better than us.
We're
Or
past
maybe
that
the
point.
Browns, possibly
We
one of
play
the
them,
two.
so
Yeah.
we'll find out.
Yeah.
Y'all trying to. Hey, I know that stability is the only way you're gonna fix this. So y'all can keep
Not
firing
not
coaches.
no
All it's gonna do is
not
get
not
worse, and then y'all gonna
not
cry every year.
listen, that works if you have intelligent coaches. Canales and Ivero are not intelligent. They're not even Canales was underqualified to take this job and was a bad hire to start
Yeah,
with.
he was
He wasn't
underqualified to
qualified
begin with.
to be a head coach. Hell, he wasn't even. I
I
mean,
mean, I'm gonna have to say this, Pickle. You ain't qualified to tell him he's underqualified. That's just honest
hell,
truth.
it don't matter. It don't matter. I tell him any damn way.
I'm just
I
saying.
told him that many times. Hell, dude, I got. Yeah, if you go to the Panthers Twitter handle and you can't comment to
Well,
any of their
you got
posts,
Pickle hot.
you can credit me and
Yeah.
Cole for that.
I know he about to go ready to get your ass, Nick.
Yeah, you probably
I
can,
mean,
unfortunately.
hey, y'all can say what y'all want to say, man. All I know
I
is the
do,
stability is the only way to fix this.
and no, it's not.
Well,
Listen,
you don't keep a virus in your body just because you
Well,
think
hold
you
on,
can
hold
kill
on,
it.
hold on, hold on,
A
hold on, Nick.
virus in my
how
body.
long?
But
Hey,
Nick,
I know
How
that there was
long?
wide receivers
Let me just
running
say this
wide
to
open,
Nick.
and just
How
because
long?
the quarterback can't
But
hit it,
Nick,
it's
but
only been
Nick,
2 years.
wait, hold on, but let me just say this, Nick. Don't they have to earn that stability? Don't they have to earn it? Who has
I
earned
mean, but
the right
what
to
happens
have
when you
this
keep
sort of stability?
changing when you keep changing coaches?
Sometimes they
Canales
get
ain't
it
going.
right.
Canales ain't going nowhere
He
this
Sometimes,
wouldn't
year.
have to
hey,
change
hey,
coaches if it wouldn't take
out of 30
for
teams, 2 teams out of 32 teams, 2 teams have got it right after changing coaches over and over again. 2.
I mean,
You,
dude,
you know what?
If Tepper took what was in front of him and hired Steve Wilkes, or maybe let Jim
if
I
Harbaugh
mean,
in his
y'all, but
office.
you living in the past. It's over with. Steve Wilkes ain't coming back here.
I'm telling you, the
You
future.
don't
There's
know that
nothing
shit.
there
Steve
either,
Wilkes could have
bro.
also
There's
failed.
nothing there either.
Yeah, but see, we just got done discussing this. Canales' or Tepper's problem when he hires a coach, and it goes back, except for to Matt Rule, he only lets them have the half the job because he wants to do the other half. I'll let you, Frank Wright, be my head coach, but here's the head
Here's my
coaches.
quarterback.
Here's
my
my coaches and my quarterback and my system, and you better run it.
Yep.
But
Exactly.
And
That's why
then
Canales
he
is the
jumps
fall
in,
guy for Bryce's
Kyle's
failure.
Canales, and tells the Canales the same damn thing.
I mean, well, Canales is a.
If
You don't give a new coach the keys to everything. I don't.
Why hire him? Why even hire him at all?
hire him?
Why even bring him in?
Because he was the best we
Name
could get.
name one brand new coach, first time overall coach does everything. Name one. Name one.
Matt Rule.
Name one.
Matt Rule. Matt
Yeah,
Rule
Matt-
got
Matt
everything he
Rule.
ever wanted.
Matt Rule didn't
and he
have
was
everything the first
the
year.
hell he
Matt,
didn't. He had
he
everything.
didn't have everything the first year. Which call was
Jim
Ernie was in,
Liam
Ernie,
Cohen,
Jim Harbaugh right now
Ernie
for
was
the
in charge of the.
Okay.
the coach for the
He
Jaguars.
waited a year, then he got everything. Still yet.
And
He
that
was
and
the
that was
guy
dumb as hell.
standing
Too,
there.
and that was dumb as hell too. That's why the team is where it's at right now.
Man, Nick
Titans fans already
likes
want to fire
mediocrity,
Brian
bro.
Callahan, but he got
He
his
loves it.
I don't like mediocrity. I just
We're
don't.
in love with
There's
it.
nothing. There's no reason to
love
cry over something you ain't got nothing. You have no power to fix.
Well, you know what? Let's be real, Nick.
Nick
None
loves
You
of us
can cry
control
to
the Panthers.
you can cry to Tepper all you want to. He won't give two shits what you got to say.
Well, let me finish what I'm saying. You're right. So why do we have this podcast? Why do we go on Twitter? Why are you here?
Why do we give our
Why is
opinions?
Twan here?
I
Why are we
don't.
doing this other than because we give a damn?
Yeah, man.
You can give it. You complaining gets you nowhere.
But based on your
Well,
logic,
being
Nick,
hopeful
you're basically
does
We're not
saying,
complaining. We're
like,
chatting.
why do people even do
You want to hear me
podcasts?
complain?
Because
I
if
do
they're
that.
not going to change, we should just all quit.
I mean, you can talk about something. Sitting here complaining over something that you cannot. You have
First of all,
Your
people
voice
do
has
whatever
no.
they want to do
That's
on
just
their
like
show,
you.
bro.
Wait, Nick, let me ask you. So then what do the Panthers need to do to rebound against the Cardinals? Like, how do they fix this? What is the
The only way to fix it is if Bryce plays like a quarterback. If he doesn't, he's gonna lose. It's just over with.
You can't control whether Bryce is here.
But are we running the ball or are we
That's the
passing the
suggestion
ball?
right there.
Are we running? But
Oh, they're
Is
gonna run the
Xavier
ball.
Legette not going to
I
run
mean,
out
they're
of
gonna
bounds
run the
on a
ball.
30-yard pass? Can Jatavion Sanders catch? Can our center not throw the ball 10 feet in the air? Can we actually get out of the pistol formation and do shit we did good last year?
Can the coach
It's
call
Bryce,
good plays?
but it's also the fucking head coach too.
Hey, so you saying the coach calling good plays, but there was multiple plays where
I
wide
never said
receivers
he was
were
calling
running.
good plays. I never
You
once
Yeah,
say
said
you
that
that.
we
said
ran
can he
fucking
call good
5
plays, but there
wide
was
If I were a
and
coach
multiple.
and it's
Bryce
4th
threw the
and
There
goal
was
ball
from the 1
multiple
yard
plays
line,
where
run
wide
5
receivers are
wide.
running wide open. Bryce just didn't see them. There was multiple plays.
Yeah, there was. And there was
Okay,
also times where Bryce missed guys too. But I'll tell you what.
Nick just came on here to be the
Can we get a
contrarian.
quarterback?
I mean, no, I didn't come up here to be the contrarian. It's the
Yeah, you
truth.
did, bro.
It's the truth.
You facing off that type of shit, bro.
Let's get this clear. Nick, I've chatted with people in the chat on Twitter this. Your solution to fix all the Panthers' problems is to get rid of Bryce Young, right? Yes or no?
It's
It's
I
a
don't
yes or
I
no
don't
question.
listen until they're not going to get rid of Bryce Young until the end of this year. Either way,
So okay, then why did you come in here and say that? When Cody asked you what can you do to fix it, why is your only response had to do
because
with Bryce?
you can't fix. You're not because one. Let me school you on something. You have a billionaire that said that
I like to see that.
a billionaire that you cannot control. A billionaire, you can't control him. So the only way that you're getting rid of Bryce is letting him play and letting him be shitty. So you're gonna have to take these lumps this year. It's gonna have to happen. You can cry about it all you want to. The only way you're gonna get rid of Bryce, the only
I
way
agree
David
with Nick
Tepper
on
is
this one.
going to see that he has to go is if he plays shitty this year all year.
So who's going to stop David Tepper from drafting another shitty quarterback? Maybe trading up.
You can't. This is what you have to realize. He has more money than almost every owner in the NFL except for one.
Well, I know that.
You can't stop him.
That's
So you have to.
No, now I
You
believe
have
it.
to
Now
pray
I
that he
believe it's
gets
the
it
third
right.
richest owner. I think
Now
it's the
you have
third
to
richest
pray that he
owner.
gets it right.
So what? Again, what the hell does that have to do about this year? Nothing.
You just have to pray that either Bryce gets it together or then he's out of here.
But Nick, that's
Go
the
ahead,
same
Anthony.
thing. That's why it's contradictory because it's the same thing. You can just say, well, we have to pray David Tepper steps back and changes his ways because this is 8 years now. So like what Pickle's saying, it doesn't matter
I got a
It doesn't
question.
matter if Bryce just
You
if
crying
he
about
just
8 years, and there's multiple teams that have been 30 years before they've been relevant.
Well,
I don't want to hear that shit.
That's not the only team, though. There's
if
other
we
teams than
went
this
if we
team.
went
I
4
really don't
games
give
this
a
year,
rat's
if
fuck
we
about
went
the
4
Browns
games
or
this
Listen,
year,
the
any other fucking
Cowboys got
Bryce
team.
more
Young
faith. The
gone.
Cowboys
I
got
don't
more
give a
faith in
damn
their
if
team,
the
and they ain't
Cowboys,
been really
Jerry
relevant in
Jones.
30
Cowboys
years.
fans are
I don't give
delusional
a
as
flying
well.
fuck about Jerry Jones
But that's what I'm
or
saying.
his bitch Cowboys.
You're acting like we
Oh
wrote
yeah,
this
Nick got
team
y'all hot.
before. Like we've made
Nick's
Super Bowls.
That
Like
was his
I'm gonna
intentions,
shut
bro.
up.
Good job,
like
Nick. I appreciate it.
this is just
So
like
we
I don't know what
firing
to
Dave
It's
Canales, or
really the nature
we
of the
getting rid of
beast.
Bryce Young
You're
after this
going to
year?
have to take these lumps this
we've been
year.
taking
If you
lumps
don't,
every
I,
if
year.
I
you
got a
do
I
not
got a
take
question
these
for
lumps, and
Deez.
if he benches Bryce, you will see Bryce again next year. I'm sorry. The truth is,
Can I
we're gonna have to suck this up.
can I ask
I
Deez
think we're gonna
Skills a
see
question?
Bryce Young next year, regardless. Though
Yeah,
I think we're gonna fire Dave Canales
Yeah, he gonna
instead
be
of
on the
getting a
fucking
new
bench
quarterback.
backing somebody up.
All of us
I
want to
don't.
see Bryce
If
Young
you
get
I don't
see
want
paid.
to
the,
His
if
fight.
you
favorite
fire
No,
fucking
Dave
no,
Canales
quarterback.
and
So
and,
give
and
him
you see
whatever.
Bryce
I
next
don't want
year,
to hear this
it's
One
gonna
shit.
get
at a
worse.
time.
We're not
One
firing
at a
nobody.
time. One
We're
at
not
a
firing a
time.
damn person.
Bullshit.
We're
They're
not
all getting
firing.
ready to
No,
get
no,
fired,
no,
from
no.
quarterback
If
included.
They're all fired.
Nick is
extra lotion for head
if
coach.
Nick is right, everybody
Oh no.
and warm your ass up because David Tepper and his entire squad's getting ready to ram it up your ass again, and you best smile and enjoy it because you Panther fans.
I want
Smile
to
and
ask
wave,
Deez
boys. Just
Skills.
smile
Watch some
and wave.
Panther Blueprint
What
shit
is
come
a
out.
I
must?
don't know what.
What's the one thing
Wait.
you
Go
must?
pop. Go pop.
Deez Skills. What's the one thing you must see on Sunday? Just one thing. What's the one thing you must see improve on Sunday?
I think D's dropped out. Yeah, D's not. Yeah, D's not in here. He was tired, man.
Let
But no, I
Keith get
mean,
his
just
rest, man. Like there's no reason for him to get upset about any of this.
Yeah. I don't blame these for not being in this conversation right now.
go ahead, Jake.
I tell you what, Cody. At the
let
Sunday
Pop go.
games, we'll be doing mock drafts.
Oh boy.
No, we won't.
Oh
I
boy.
won't be
Nah, I
doing
ain't
Why
that.
you
doing that.
waiting that damn
I ain't
long?
I'm
I
doing
not
would
that.
have
doing that
looked at my
either.
damn self.
We're winning one of the next 2 games. All right, if we win 4 games this year, I just got a hard time seeing like Bryce being gone, but like not Dave Canales. But I could
No,
also see Dave
They're
gone,
both
but
gonna get
Bryce
Why?
fired.
staying.
Why not? Why? Why is that a hard time when he didn't pick Bryce?
Because
They gonna die
David
on the
Tepper
sword
picked
together.
Bryce. And David Tepper gonna be
Yep.
stubborn and want
So
to
why
keep
why
fixing
should Canales
Bryce.
fall on that sword? Hold
That's
on.
what I've been
That's
saying. I
But
said this like 30
it's
minutes
also not
ago.
just Bryce. It's also the whole damn team. Like this whole damn team is a little more talented than we think, and we've gotten some young players with some potential, and it's kind of clear they're being misutilized compared to the
right,
rest of the NFL. So I think a
right.
whole new
But
coaching
if you
staff
got
is just going to be the first
Listen,
move
the
but
regardless.
if you have
defensive
somebody
players are
who's
being
causing you,
misutilized. Dave
I
Canales ain't putting people in the wrong positions.
I asked this
Well, to be
question
fair,
Yeah, he is.
when we
Yes, he
got
Dave
is.
when we got
Canales,
Yes,
Dave,
he
Canales.
is. If
there's
you
a lot
sat
of
there and
things.
watched
Did
that
you
fucking
really just say
offense,
that and we ran
did you?
5
If
wide
you
receivers in the fucking red zone with
exactly,
Bryce
bro. What
Young?
are you
Get
talking
real, bro.
about? You sit there and you see Bryce Young clapping like it's patty cake day over there, calling for the damn ball, and you gonna sit there
That's
and say,
execution. That's not.
"Is that
Listen,
not on the head
one.
coach?"
This is funny how you don't realize that
Y'all
players
gonna
have a
sit there and
job to
talk
do
about the
also.
execution not on the head coach?
Players have a
Come
job to
on.
do also.
I
You
got a
don't. Y'all
question for you,
always
Cody.
quick to blame the coaches, but
Whenever
don't
they
blame the
finish.
players.
All right. All right. Go ahead, pop.
Because
So
whose
The
my
job
coaches are
is it
giving
to
you a
put them in
shitty
the
Well,
product.
fucking
That's
hold
how
on.
you're gonna
game?
play.
and
We
Hold
everybody
on,
sit
there,
here all
pop.
over the
everybody can answer this
NFL. Good
question
head
too.
coaches go in there and help with better execution, given talent.
But my
You
Yeah,
act like
I
you
Xavier
know
don't
brought
see
up a
that with
great
every
point.
other
Like,
team.
greatest coach in the world. That's just what we have. But I've asked this because this is my prediction. This is what I think in my mind. But I'm curious. Do y'all think that Bryce Bryce handicaps Canales' growth.
I think they
Yes,
evenly suck.
I mean, we
he
They
saw
does.
evenly
we saw
suck.
if
They're the
if it wasn't
exact
for
same
Bryce
pieces of
last year
shit.
though, if it wasn't for Bryce last year though, Canales would have been a 2-win head coach.
I'm
So
saying nope.
I don't see
Because
Andy
he performed,
Dalton.
he was doing because he doing his job. I don't know about
Yeah,
that, bro.
no. Bryce was doing his job for sure, but if he wasn't on the field last year, I don't think Canales. I think we'd be
Equally
having
trash.
maybe deeper conversation
I mean,
about
we
Arizona.
could say that about Cam and Ron Rivera. If Cam wasn't going out there executing, Ron Rivera wouldn't. You know what I'm saying?
But
I'm
Ron
talking about.
Rivera had a
Truthfully,
culture in place, though. Ron Rivera would get on players' ass when we were fucking sucking dick in the
I
third
understand about the
quarter.
culture because I've been
Not
pushing that.
enough.
I've been arguing with people saying that momentum doesn't carry over from the previous year. Culture does. So
I,
you preaching to the
Nah,
choir.
I
I
agree
agree
with
with
you on
that.
that.
truthfully, I
That's a
don't.
But
great
I
point.
believe
That's a great point, Bob.
I believe if you have to sit here and can only give a quarterback 30% of the playbook because you feel like he cannot handle it or execute it, then you yourself cannot reach your full potential of play calling because
But
of
what
what you
changed
have.
last year when he did it, though? That's what I'm trying to get to. That no one's giving me an
Well,
answer.
well, when
He
you go
wasn't
look at the
doing that,
tape,
right?
hold on. When you go look at the tape, Bryce messes up talking to the center. He tries to audible. But he tells Corbett to hide the ball. Then he walks back up and gets hit in the head with the ball because
Let
he's
me
seen
tell
something in
you,
the defense.
Corbett
Corbett
wasn't the
shouldn't be the
center
center.
last year when this
Corbin
team
was
started
awful.
actually playing
Listen,
football.
What's awful?
listen. What he was awful. What I'm saying is, you said what happened last year and why he didn't because momentum doesn't carry over. And Bryce is not a culture transfer. He doesn't
No.
transfer culture. He's not that type of leader. I don't even think he's a leader. Not in a alpha male
He's a lead
perspective.
by
No.
example kind of guy.
Uh,
The thing is,
Right.
he doesn't have the talent to lead by example, though.
I'm
I
not
ain't let Pop get away with
disagreeing.
that.
I'm not disagreeing,
He
but
does not. Hold on.
Canelo said he
I've
was.
even heard you, Twan. I've even heard you say
Canelo said
he
he
does.
was.
But
Canelo
Have
said
you?
he
Oh, here
was
we
Coach is
go.
fucking
not the
down
Once
the
center
again,
zero
one
and
once
so.
again,
player, though.
Twan.
The
They're
coach
gonna
is
get
set
on the
up by the
podium.
head coach.
Please, guys. When
Hey,
y'all hear them go on the
you better
podium,
stop lying.
take it with a grain of salt.
That's time.
Take it with a
That's
grain.
true.
They're only because guess what? If they get fired, they are also interviewing for other jobs by how they carry themselves in front of the camera. That is not how they talk to each other behind the cameras, bro.
Can I just?
That is
Thank
just
you. Thank you,
That's
Bob.
very
Thank
obvious.
you.
that is just
Thank
NFL etiquette.
you.
That is just NFL etiquette. You know how I know that?
But
Because
that's
Bryce
very
goes up there. Hold on.
obvious.
Thank you. Because Bryce gets up there and say super every freaking interview. He will not answer any direct questions. You talk about Canales, we this, we that. Why Bryce don't take no initiative of anything? He says we gonna have to do this better. We gonna have to
Because
look
the
at the.
culture's set by his coach.
Bryce does say that
Get
I have to do
clowned.
better.
No, he does not.
Yes, he
Bryce
Bryce
does.
does
be
It
not.
is,
saying that.
dude. Get,
Bryce
bro,
be
the
trying to take
culture is built
accountability.
by not just your quarterback. It's built
Now
by the
Bryce
head
taking
coach.
accountability.
Now Bryce should take
Man,
accountability.
Nah.
Canales never takes accountability. It's always we,
Okay.
we,
Bruh,
we.
what you want
We
Bryce to
didn't
say
fuck up.
now? Oh, I
I
But he
fucked
fucked
is
up.
up.
Get this
Man,
single-handedly.
fuck
he
No,
Canales.
he
they are
I
a
didn't.
messed up.
team.
I didn't
Yeah,
see the
no.
guy
He
there.
do say
All,
that.
all, all,
He do say
every
that.
problem,
I
all
didn't
the
step up in the
problems,
pocket.
all the problems
Yeah.
on this team,
Y'all want somebody to keep it real? Keep it
all,
real.
all the
Bryce
The
be
dude
problems,
is a
acting like
young,
I gotta
shitty
play
head
better.
coach, bro.
Hey,
according to
look,
y'all.
y'all can defend them
Y'all,
all you
this is
want
what
to.
y'all don't get.
The
This is a
the
professional
outcome is
organization.
already right. Y'all can defend them all you want to. If the
Bro, we're
outcome
not
ain't being
defending Bryce
displayed,
Young. I'm not defending. I'm not
I'm just
defending Bryce
letting.
Young. Like
No,
I'm just
no, no,
admitting that the
no.
coach is
Eh,
shitty as well. Like,
yeah,
and that's just
Anthony's been speaking the truth for over 2 weeks.
So he was.
Y'all just don't want to hear it. The fact that we're not
I'm
The
defending
not.
fact
Bryce,
I'm not.
we're
I'm not.
simply. I'm talking. By the way,
let
I'm
people
talking.
speak. Pick
I'm
the
not
goal.
arguing with Anthony about nothing.
What what we're trying to say that some people don't want to hear it because it doesn't fit their own personal narrative
Hmm.
is Bryce Young is a problem, but he's not the only problem.
Facts. I
Okay, then
agree.
that's all we're saying. We're not saying. Listen, I say if it's all Bryce, Xavier Legette's played great since he's been here. We know that's false. So it's not. You can put the best quarterback you want out there, and if all the receiver does is drop the ball, you can't blame all that on the quarterback.
Well, let me ask you this, then, Pickle. If I heard people say, "Well, I want to see Bryce one more year, give him a chance one more year," why can't people say the same thing about
No.
Canales going on his
Because
second
No
no
year?
one
one
more
said that
year.
on his
Because
team.
One,
I
two,
don't
People
think
three
did
it's
say
strikes.
that.
Your
Oh
ass is
my,
out.
Cody, you heard
No,
that,
no,
Cody.
no.
I know you heard that, Cody.
I'm
You heard it,
saying in
haven't you?
general.
Who
Yeah,
said
yeah.
that? Who said
I've heard a little
Oh,
bit of
okay.
everything.
Hey, three strikes, your ass is out.
Yeah.
All right, hold
Six
on.
games.
All that damn hollering. Y'all trying to give my boy a headache. Let me welcome in. He hasn't had a chance to speak yet. Evan Sports Talk back on the free for all. What's up, Evan?
We got Evan.
Evan, what's up,
Yo,
dude?
what's up, guys?
Chilling, bro. How you
Yo.
doing? Hey, jump in on the conversation, brother.
Hey, man, honestly, at this point, like, I mean, I agree. I think Bryce has got to play better. I don't think we can give up on him just yet, but I mean, it's getting too hard to even. It's getting too hard to even say that, to be honest, because I mean, just 3 years in a row. I mean, I get his rookie
6 and
year.
30. What you need? 6 and 30. What number you need?
I think. Hey, I'm
The
not.
thing
I'm not
is,
saying
6 and 48.
Bryce, if the Panthers go out there and win
Same one
four,
before
if the
Vero gets
Panthers go
fired.
out there and win 4 or 5 games, but you can clearly tell with the eye test, Bryce Young is out there playing buddy ball with Tetairoa and McMillan, and he's kind of doing things to keep us in games, but we're not executing in certain areas. Then we're just gonna get a new coaching staff. Like, I just think that's how it is. I think David Tepper has a very low bar for Bryce Young to pass, for him to be like, you know what? All right. It's like either he's
Yes,
gotta be
Bryce
so bad I
is like
gotta fire everybody and Bryce is gone, or I just gotta get a new coaching staff in here that's gonna get it right.
so
Shit
Bryce can
over
be
with.
worse. So Bryce can be worse next year.
Pop.
But
Man,
that's how Tepper
is
wants
everything
it
about Bryce, bro? Like,
real.
damn.
Let's be real.
To be
Got more
honest,
problems than Bryce.
I'd
Tepper's
honestly.
always a day late, dollar short. How are you? Would you not be surprised by that? And I just want to say
For
this.
his own decision. Y'all
Who-
know
That'd be the
Bryce is
dumbest.
his
That'd
golden
be the
boy.
Y'all
dumbest
don't think he ain't
decision.
about to clean
That would be
house
the
before
dumbest
the
Look,
decision in
season?
his
man,
history.
if y'all
no
have
doubt.
if
No
y'all
doubt.
have any
Tepper's
hope for the
overtime today.
season,
Like,
if y'all have any hope for the season, y'all cannot give up on Bryce yet. Not
It's
yet.
only been one game, bro.
Not
He's
yet.
still
That's
under
what I'm saying,
contract
man.
anyway, so
It's
it don't, honestly, look, honestly, it doesn't even matter what we think when he's under contract still, anyways. So I mean,
Man,
can
Bryce
I
needs
just
a
say this real
Bryce
quick?
What
needs
does that? What does
another head
that mean?
coach.
Him being under contract? I want. What does that mean?
I
Bryce
mean, he's on a contract on his team for next year. Is what I mean by that.
So what that mean?
That means he's on his team.
It's fully guaranteed anyways. So you can see it. It was $40 million, and he already got most
I'm
of
not
that.
talking about guarantee. I'm just saying that he's on his team until he gets cut. I don't care about the money
16 more fucking games and he's out of here.
I think his dead cap hit is probably like $5 million. Don't nobody care if they cut him.
I just
I
Bryce
wouldn't
wanted to
even
Young's
say
add.
it's
dead
$5 million.
Canales is gonna die on the
I
same
just
day.
wanted
But we're
to.
not
the
cutting
Panthers
Bryce
coach.
Young. That's the
Can
thing.
someone answer the question?
that was my point.
Nick is just a Bryce. Nick is just a Bryce hater. It's all the
I
conversation
mean, there's
is.
a lot of Bryce. Bryce
Yeah,
has
fuck you, Nick.
When
Bryce
No, I'm
Young
joking. I'm
has to
joking.
be the
at
one.
all, you
I'm
guys
joking.
I'm a Bryce hater. I literally just chose to stand the
sound like
numbers.
a Bryce
You
hater.
are exactly like G baby, only 180.
Don't let's
I've
see
said it
you
before.
see how
You're
you
exactly like G baby, only 180.
Nah,
G
Nick
baby
what?
be
Nick
Nick be
baby
spoiling
literally
Bryce
He
now.
sound offended by
Extra lotion.
Hey, man, let me welcome my boy,
He sound
Mr.
offended.
Strats, back on the free for all. Strats, what's up, brother?
What
He
up?
sound offended getting compared to G baby.
Cody,
Yeah,
I
how
got
you
something
guys
to
doing
say.
tonight?
I
I
mean,
Hold on.
what's going has his facts are
Hold on.
That's
baseless. He
enough
has
for
no
Luke
facts.
Y'all be making my motherfucking voice hurt, boy. God damn, man. Let Strats talk. Mr. Strats, welcome to the free for all.
Thanks.
Jump in on the conversation, brother.
I mean, I think you guys kind of summed it all up here, but ultimately, like I mean, it's all getting old. It's all getting old. Too much of it. I mean, Bryce had 2 seasons now with Canales, 3 in total. He still doesn't look. He still looks wobbly. Like, we got to call a spade a spade. He looks wobbly. He doesn't look amazing. He's very. I mean, the one thing that he was prided for being was, very like making the right decision at the right moment. At the bare minimum, like that's the one really good thing about him, or supposed to be one good thing about him. Which I don't know what happened, but it doesn't look like that's always the case. It seems like that's pretty awful. And then, we're all Panther fans here, so like we're stuck through, what is it, the Matt Rule era. So it's like, what, 7 years now of just turmoil.
No,
and
8.
8 years. Oh, don't make it worse than it already is.
Right.
So
It's being
it's really
politically correct,
shitty.
Strats, I'm sorry.
It's really shitty because we're in we're like, let's call it what it is. We're in a spot. Like I don't think anyone out here is going to be like, dude, we're going to be 500 at the end of the season. Right now, it does not look like that. It does not look like that. If we like, I have a bad like ability of just kind of going against my gut, what my gut tells me, and going with more, or saying at least more about what I want to happen. And I'm usually kind of positive, and I try to stay pretty positive about things. But like, if I'm going with my gut right now, I just don't see us winning the next, like, at least 3 games out of the next 6 games. I just don't see that being possible. I don't see that being likely. I don't see that being the outcome. So
if you don't win the next 3 games, it gets even harder.
And let me ask you, Shatz, do you feel like it's because primarily everything around him, or do you just really feel like Bryce Young is not the guy?
I think we got the shit end of the stick multiple times over. I think it started out with Matt Rule dismantling this franchise, and then who is the GM before we had right now? I can't even think of his stupid ass name. You know him.
Scott Fitterer.
You remember? Yeah,
Scott Shitterer.
So he mismanaged so much of it. Like, if you stack all these cards up all together, and then the Bryce trade, and then Bryce not performing well, but then the coach Reich stuff. If you stack it all up, it's like literally the absolute worst possible shit just all stacked up together. So I think it's a totality of everything. It's not just one particular facet. None of them. Here's my problem. It doesn't look like any of them are really fucking trying to help. That's the big problem, which I have a huge. You know what I mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Because then I got a rebuttal. Because I think to me, I think they've
There's
helped
no
tremendously.
cohesion.
They hold on. That's kind of wrong to say, because they brought everybody back for that offensive line. They made sure they signed his 1,000-yard running back.
But they're not playing the same center.
Well, then the coach.
More to left tackle as well. Hold on. Corbett started. Hold on. Corbett started last year before he got hurt. So they are playing the same.
Guys,
center.
Ikem was out too, so we can't forget that.
Yeah.
The other guy.
Hold on. And y'all do realize that Corbett was
everybody that was on the offensive line, whether they were backups or starters, were there last year. This is the most continuity. I'm not arguing against you. I didn't want two broke leg. I wanted K Mays to get signed, but what I'm arguing is he said nobody's tried to help, and I do not agree, because I think this is the most complete
No. That's
continuity.
not what I said. What I said was it feels like no one is trying to help, and what I mean is right now that's what it feels like. In other seasons, it's like there might be one breakout player or one breakout coach or one breakout blah 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 that does help a little bit here and there, but it's not. It's like it fades, and then now
there's no consistency.
Now what?
Hey, can I ask y'all a question? A question? Who was the highest graded offensive lineman last year at any point of the season?
Wasn't it Robert Hunt?
No, it was not. It was Austin Corbett.
Yeah, but bro,
that
that
the
center
first 3
position,
games.
When Austin Corbett was running center at the beginning of the season last year, at the beginning of the season, we were in the top 5 offensive line. That's a fact.
I just want him to break down why he said that nobody. He feels like nobody's trying to help. I'm trying to
because at any given point there might be 1 or 2 people, but like in totality, it doesn't feel like anyone is really trying to help, because what one person does well in one game, and then like the next game they kind of flop a little bit, and then someone else fucks up, or someone.
So listen, can I be honest? Like,
they're not building off of what they have.
I have not been one of the biggest defenders of Bryce, but I do not feel like he was one of the. I do not feel he was the biggest reason we lost to the Jaguars. I don't feel like that.
That was the defense. That was the defense.
Now, what I will say, it infuriates me that he will not run for an easy first down when it's 2 yards in front of them.
And throw the interception.
Damn,
and whenever you had Jatavian Sanders in the back of the end zone wide open and you throw the ball out of bounds, like you were built on being the best reading of the field quarterback in the draft where we drafted him.
Can
That's
I throw a
very
cherry on top of that,
disappointing to
Cody?
me. Yeah, man.
He didn't scan the field at all. And as the quarterback, you're supposed to know where everybody's supposed to go. Now I believe on that play that it was actually T Mac that ran the wrong route. But that don't matter. Cross out T Mac.
It does
Because
matter.
it does and it doesn't. But the reason why I say it doesn't matter because people only talk about two options that were open. There were actually three. It
3.
was a Xavier Legette, it was your tight end, and it was Chuba in the flats, wide open to his right. Nobody was on him.
So can I?
Go back
So
and look at it.
I just want to add to what you said, Cody.
And the Hunter Renfrow underthrow too.
I want to add to something you said, Cody.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, and please let me just get it out. This is only going to be about 30 seconds. So I'm not making up excuses for Bryce when I say this.
Hold on. Start over. I'll get my timer. Hold on. Go. All right, now go.
Yeah. I'm not making up excuses for Bryce when I say this, but it's the
That means he's making up excuses.
Can you shut the fuck?
I got you, Twan. I got you, Twan. Talk to me, bro.
So listen, when Bryce got here, he got here with so granted, Reich didn't want him, but we still had it, whatever. But he got an old ass head coach in Reich. I didn't want Reich either. Y'all not gonna tell me y'all was in love with that motherfucker either. I didn't want him. You know what I'm saying? So look, Reich got fired, he moved on, and the very next coach that Bryce gets is a first-time head coach. A first-timer who only had 1 year as an offensive coordinator. So what I'm saying is this. Y'all are not going to make it seem like even some of the best of quarterbacks will be looking shining and looking great after both of those situations.
There's a couple you could put in there that probably
He had Baker. He had Baker looking. He had Baker looking great.
Okay. No, this is a fun question.
You know what I'm saying?
I think if you took 32 quarterbacks and you stuck them into the exact same situation, and Bryce is one of the 32, I think he ranks low.
Look at everything that's changing from year to year with this quarterbacks. That leeway when we go, man, he's had 4 or 5 offensive coordinators in blah 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 years or whatever. That's why some quarterbacks get off to a late start because they got shit coach after shit coach over and over and over and over and over, and it changed every year until they got somewhere.
So what about CJ Stroud? Because his coordinator was a first-time coordinator too, and he had a defensive coach. So didn't stop him from performing.
But they also
2
had a
years in a row.
scheme, and they also that team also has a scheme, and they also have a culture.
Guys, the proof's in
Texas
the
ain't never had no coaches. What are you talking about?
A team that won the back-to-back playoffs don't have a culture.
Hold up, Twan.
They didn't start off with no coaches, sir.
Wait. Let me let Anthony answer Twan. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Let me just say this, because I do agree. Guys, the proof's in the pudding. I don't know how hard it is. When Baker Mayfield leaves the Carolina Panthers and just looks good, guys, we're the issue here, guys.
Sam Darnold too.
Sam Darnold. It's not that hard. So yes, maybe Bryce isn't the
Baker
answer.
Mayfield.
Bryce
DJ
isn't
Moore,
the answer.
Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, DJ gets a career year, McCaffrey, blah, blah, blah.
It's us.
But my point is, yeah, guys, like, enough with that's what I'm saying. Bryce isn't the only problem. The problem is David Tepper, and I get it. Nick's going to say, well, we can't do anything about it. I know we can't. That's why it's frustrating. I did want to say, because Pop earlier in the show said the people on here said Bryce or wanted Bryce to get a 4th year. I just want to know who that was, because I certainly don't.
I don't think nobody wanted Frank Wright.
Damn, that surprises me, Anthony. You've been one of Bryce's biggest supporters.
No,
I remember.
I'm done with this shit, bro. I'm done. I need
You crashing out.
Hey, I want to CJ Stroud. I ain't even gonna lie to you. So
I want a real head coach. I just want to look. I would just want
Steve fucking Wilkes should have been the fucking head coach, and we should have righted the ship. We can do this all night. We've said this 1,000 million
times. We should have never got rid of Deontay Foreman.
Hey, I'm with you on Steve Wilkes. Enough is enough, man. I'm gonna get out of here, y'all. I just want to say real
Appreciate
quick.
you, Jay.
Keep pounding, y'all. Much
Jay,
love.
Jay, Well, hold on,
Yeah.
Jake. Before you go, give me your prediction, bro. Player of the game, final score, who wins?
Man, I can't even get. Man,
Come on, Jake. Give me
look,
something,
gonna hear
bro.
a lot of that
look.
shit
I
today.
can't give you a
No.
score. Look, Cardinals
Man,
win. Player
don't do
game
it,
is
Jake.
James Conner because we can't stop the run still. But that's it. I can't give you an actual score. But the Cardinals win.
All
We
right.
ain't winning that shit. But
Jake, have a wonderful night,
yeah,
brother.
everybody in
Good to
here,
see you
man.
again,
Much
Jake.
love. Yep, stress. Hell yeah.
See
All
ya,
right, y'all.
Jake,
Take it easy.
love you, boy. Keep pounding, bro.
Cody, let me
Can
say
I
this to
say
your
something
question.
too, Cody?
Let me say.
Can I say something, Cody?
Yeah,
Hold up, Juan. Let me finish real quick. Let me
No, go ahead.
finish.
Anthony and Nick.
To Cody,
You're breaking
Your
up,
mic,
man.
your
surprised.
mic
Hold
broke up.
up. Start over. You're okay now, but you were breaking up.
Okay. To your point, brother. I've just relived everything through this era. I've gone back and it's like we hired a coach that didn't want Bryce in the first place, and that's where we fucked up. And at this point, we got a head coach and quarterback in here that are on the same page. And ultimately, that's why I'm like, I don't really see a point of holding Canales. Like, what, we'll be going to his third year with a rookie quarterback? Like, it's just like, I don't know, man. I see red flags with Canales. We already know what Bryce is doing. He's stinking it up. I'm just like, dude, can we just get a head coach in here that can create a culture, like Pop said, that can carry
Please.
over to the next season? At least have that
Yep.
constant. Like, at least have something. No
Yep.
amount of
I agree.
blueprint videos, no amount of draft picks, no matter how much I love them, are going to change this team at this point. Like, so that's kind of where I'm at. Like, fuck everyone until they prove something to me, man. I don't care who
Bro,
you are.
the
And
Carolina Panthers have crushed Anthony's hopes and dreams, bro. Damn.
He ain't the only one.
I mean, do you blame the guy though, bro? Me and my dad went to 12 straight seasons of in-person NFL Carolina Panthers football. We sold the PSLs when Matt Rule was here, bro. I mean,
Oh, damn.
my hope for I told you this. My hope for the team is it's like it's gone down every single season. I'm just telling the truth.
What was the name
Anthony,
of that? What was the name of that
I
team?
remember pre-draft, you used to say shit on Twitter like Bryce Young was a few inches from being a generational talent and shit like that. And it's like,
That's a
you're
lie.
right, bro. Your dreams really have come crashing down. Like, this Panthers
It
team can't
sucks.
amount
But,
to
bro,
nothing,
I
bro.
think what
Hey, bro,
Anthony.
at least
But
I
I
admit
Wait,
agree
let me
with
what's
say
what
wrong,
you
this.
though,
said,
JJ.
and
Wait, hold
but
on.
I
Let me say
agree
JJ,
with
this,
what
When
you
you
Anthony.
said.
recognize
Wait,
it.
wait,
I
wait,
was
wait.
a man,
What
though.
you
I
said,
admit
Wait,
when I'm
hold
you
wrong.
on.
gotta name this head coach higher though. Like, I agree when Ant said that.
But JJ,
Because as soon as we get the right people running this show the right way, we're gonna have shit to build off of.
yeah, but JJ, what I feel like Anthony's trying to say is that the minute Bryce gets off of this team, he's gonna ball the
That's
fuck
not what.
out
I
Oh
somewhere.
never once
yeah,
said
yeah,
that.
we
That's
all
not
know
what I
that.
said.
Well, see,
That's
But
not
so,
what
that's
I
what I
said.
was saying.
That's not
That's
Mike,
true.
be a good thing.
time
He may
out, time out,
That's
he
time
may
not
out.
what I
not be a
said. That's not
certified
what I
Anthony,
said.
franchise
all right,
Hold
so
on, hold
quarterback,
on.
Anthony,
but
Let
he
me
gonna
finish.
do better.
yeah,
Let me
Anthony,
finish.
correct
Let
the
me finish.
record, bro.
All right, you can't. Okay, listen. That's not what I said. I'm more so of like the head coach mindset. I need someone. And JJ, I admit when I'm wrong, bro. I can't say that about some people I know. But listen, Bryce, there is a chance of that. I mean, hey, I was a Baker fan. Baker left here. He looked good. And what did we all say? We had no words, bro, for all the Baker haters. So I'm saying, like, there's a chance. Like, Xavier Woods balled out. He got a pick on Sunday with the Titans. Everyone leaves here and is good. I'm not saying that's going to happen with Bryce, but I'm just telling you what's in front of you. It happened. There's a problem here. Like, that's just the truth. Like, I'm
It's
not.
shit.
That's the truth. Like,
Coaching
I
here
know
is shit,
Swan
bro.
would agree with me. Like,
Yeah.
other people, too. Like, that's just the truth. Like, so,
I'm
no,
a,
I never
hey,
once
Ant,
said Bryce
Hey,
is going to be good.
Baker
I
got
never once
something
said
that
he's going to be good.
Baker got something that Bryce don't got.
What is that? What is that?
A cannon.
No, he does. He does. I wish he worked out here too.
so,
Man, Baker
so
can't
look,
even throw accurately.
at this
Fuck that
point,
cannon.
as far
Baker
as
got the
Bryce,
JJ,
clutch.
Bryce
He's got the
been balling
clutch
out for Tampa
genes,
Bay,
bro.
I
bro.
want to make two small
Clutch
points. At this point
genes.
with Bryce, at this point with Bryce, I think it would just be best for his career to just go somewhere else, man. Go have a better career somewhere else, man. Because Carolina, it ain't that. The other thing too, in the Carolina Panthers history, right? We really only had two fucking quarterbacks that we can brag about in 30
One.
fucking years.
Yeah, and
That's
Delhomme
a
really
great
was
point. Really
honestly
just
like
one.
he was a
Really
he was a
just one.
decent
And
quarterback, but
Delhomme
honestly
is one
Smith
of them,
and
and he wasn't in, I mean,
but
y'all know the
right
story.
Smith
Delhomme gets
and
Jake gets credit though too. He gets
So,
credit.
he was
yeah,
good, but he
I'm going
wasn't.
to give Jake
Yeah,
credit. But listen to this. So, what was that team where they said where quarterbacks go to die? I think Carolina might be the place where quarterbacks go to die too.
right now, not forever.
I don't
In
agree
20
with that.
years,
I
at
don't.
least
I
it
mean,
won't be like that.
but
It might
listen,
be.
every team has
Carolina
their
might be
lows.
the team where head coaches go to die.
We're the new
But
Browns.
how
Because
do
we
you?
don't keep the real ones. We don't keep the right coaches here.
And that's what JJ. What were you saying a minute about head coaches? Because everyone was talking over you. You were saying something about the head coach. I don't know
Said
if
I
you're still
agree
here.
with you when you said it just takes us nailing the head coach for us to get this right.
Yeah.
Yes, because
We done seen it with a few different places around here. You get the head coach and quarterback right, you're really like everything just else falls into
No,
place. Like all of a sudden, who's on our fucking defense? Like all of a sudden,
no
the
head
regular
coach.
role players are good
No head coach is
players.
coming to. No head coach is going to come to where Bryce is at. Bryson's here.
You know, we
No
had
head
this
coach is
You
argument
don't
coming.
last
know
year
that.
or 2
You
years
don't
ago. We
know
actually
that.
had this. We had this argument like 2 years ago when we were getting Canales, and I think the logic response to this is that some of these guys have egos, and some of the good ones and some of the best ones have egos, and if they can come in and turn the ship around, look how fucking good it makes me look.
Hey, shout
And
out
so
to
that's
Panther.
not entirely
Nobody
true.
is going to come with a third year
Hey, hold on,
rookie
Cody.
rookie
Comment right there.
quarterback.
Shout out
There's
to
also
Panther
only
Girl
32 spots. You get paid a shitload of fucking money. Lots of people probably would,
right
to
there.
be
She
honest with
said
you.
it right there. Quarterbacks come here to go through a revolving door and get better at their next team, bro. That's what they do over here, bro.
Dude, it doesn't make any sense. If you are glued to a quarterback in his third year and he has not been successful, you are not coming here to be a head coach for that.
You don't think that they would immediately try to
It
trade
makes
him? And
absolutely
it makes
makes absolutely no
1,000
sense. It's career suicide.
Okay,
But
let me ask you: how
Cody,
much
what did
money
I
would
say
you
earlier?
be willing to take $20 million to be a Panthers head coach? There's people out there that would.
That's what I just said earlier.
Cody,
Cody, what did I say
Nobody.
earlier?
Yeah.
Pepper is not going to pay any coach $20 million a
Nick,
year.
you don't know
Listen,
what the fuck
listen,
he's gonna
listen.
pay. You don't
I
know
mean,
that shit.
but look, at a certain point, David Tepper wants a return on
He's
this
gonna have to
investment.
overpay, man.
And I'm not even saying that it's not financial, because as an owner, he's already making money hand over fist. But he
Yeah.
did not buy the Carolina Panthers to be a
lose.
perpetual loser. So I don't know what it'll take for David Tepper to finally hire a head coach that will be the one who is running the organization from top to bottom. But at
So,
certain,
but let me.
Wait a minute. I have
hold
a
on.
hunch here.
I
At a
gotta say
certain
something, Cody,
point,
when you finish
hold
with
on.
that.
Cody, 'cause
At
I
a
wasn't even
certain
done.
point, there is a straw that breaks the camel's back. And I do not believe in this. All the Panthers are forever doomed. We're just these,
I
bad
don't believe
news
that either.
bears
I agree
that
with you,
will
Cody.
always fucking suck. The Carolina Panthers have to hire a leader at head coach,
With a
someone
set
that
of
will
balls.
hold everybody in the organization accountable, from the front office to the coaching staff to the players.
Even to the
That's
owner.
what you need.
Let me
Even to
say
the
no.
owner.
Hey, listen,
Nah,
stop
we
that.
just
Stop
gotta
that.
hire
All
someone
the
Stop that.
who's
owner
good at
has
their
to do is
You
job.
sign
can't
the
hold the
check.
owner. You can't hold the owner
Man,
accountable for
look.
nothing.
All the
I'm
owner
trying
has
to.
to
I'm
do
trying
is
to.
sign the
Let me
check.
prove this point,
He's
man.
the
Listen.
decision maker.
You
We
can't prove
can't
this
be
point. Unless you work in a Fortune 500 company, you can't prove this to me.
Okay, so listen to this,
Yo,
man. Listen,
He
hear me
makes
out.
the decisions.
is
He
Anthony
is
still here?
he's accountable
Yeah, I'm right
just as
here,
much.
brother. What's up?
100%.
Let me say this. Listen.
All
Tepper
right,
has,
Dr.
like
Twan, I
Cody
got
just
you.
said,
All right.
just like Cody just said, and I said this earlier, you eventually have to just overpay and drop the money. He's going to have to change how coaches get paid and drop the money on the best coach that's going to even he's willing to, like, he has to trust him that even he's willing to listen
Give him a
to, man,
beating.
to change the culture. But see, this is the fucked up shit with Carolina and this virus and this cancer that we have. So if the new head coach comes in, right, that can do all of that, bring in the good people, and have all these things, right? What if he don't want Dan Morgan above him, bro? You know what I'm saying? Is Tepper gonna let Dan Morgan go? It's always when we bring somebody over, somebody that doesn't
revolving
want to
door.
be overseen by
Yeah, one
somebody
of
else.
Tepper's.
I got to
one
be
of
honest.
Tepper's
Dan
little,
Morgan,
little
Somebody else
pets.
to be willing to let Dan Morgan ass go too.
he's
One of
one of the only
Hey, I'm gonna
few
let you know right now. All of y'all
doing
crying
well.
about freaking your boy
Ain't nobody
Stan here.
crying about
If
shit, man.
you hire a coach and he gives him the keys, Bryce is gone too.
Bro,
Of
we
course,
don't
That's
care about that.
If
we
guaranteed.
don't
that's the
give a
case,
shit.
then we
Guaranteed.
Yeah,
good.
we're fine with it if
Sign me
that's
up,
what it
That's the
man.
takes.
whole point. You are not listening, bro.
We're fine
Guaranteed.
with it if that's what it takes.
If
Of
Maybe
Bryce
course,
he's
we
gets
know
disagreeing
that
that's
with
money,
us.
part
we
of
getting
it.
a better
Bro, he's
quarterback.
saying this, bro.
He's probably agreeing with us. He's probably saying,
Yeah,
you know
why
what, you
would
guys
he?
are
Why
right.
would he want
Bryce will be
Bryce to
gone.
stay here?
What is JJ got to
Anthony,
say?
Anthony, you be saying all the time we come out there mad flat. And it's because like the people above, like Dave Canales
Coaching.
and Frank Wright, even beforehand, and maybe even Matt Rule to a degree, they just get the life sucked out of them by David Tepper. They're so
Yes.
deflated. It's like they just keep getting like they get micromanaged, and it's just deflating at that point. It's like, bro, I don't want to do this
Dude,
shit your way.
you
I want to do
complaining
this
about
shit my
something you
way.
can't change.
Yeah, no, JJ. Remember when there was a rumor that David Tepper gave some coach to run a play from the Browns playbook? He's probably in there scheming the fucking game plan with them, bro.
Bro, he wrote it on a fucking napkin, and that shit was
I
a
have
true
to
story,
think
bro.
I don't think so, man.
he
No, that was a
probably
little
isn't
far, but you get what JJ's
anymore.
saying here. Like these coaches do look internally drained. Like they're waking up at like it's crazy,
And
bro.
he keeps going out and getting shitty coaches. That's why.
No, 100%. They're shitty. But
Just
he's
look,
all
you fucked
You
up
know,
as an owner. Pay the money,
I have a
overpay
theory.
somebody. Or the coach that he wanted, you gonna have to
That's his
offer
name.
him double the money, man.
Go ahead,
You
David
Scott.
can't
Tepper put
listen. This is
himself.
This,
this is
this
what
is a
you
wild
this is
theory.
what you
Hold on.
don't this is what you don't
Wait,
get. This is what
hold
you
on,
don't
Nick.
get.
Hold on, Nick. Let me let Strats go. Go ahead, Strats.
This is a wild theory. You know how if you you know how you can take losses per year, like especially if you run a business, you can like write off losses.
Yeah.
And like, what if you
Ron
were?
Rivera was
I mean,
also mad
this sounds
deflated at the end of his
insane.
tenure, by the way.
This
I want to
sounds
put that out
insane.
there.
But like, what if you know? You already saw where I was going with it. Is like
I know
Pepper's
where
over
you're
there, like
going.
writing off all of his businesses with the Panthers losses per year and fiscal annual shit.
There is no
Well,
losses.
well, remember,
It's a
didn't
revenue sharing company.
he already
It's no losses.
signed, but he already sold off all of his shares in what was it, Appaloosa Management or some
Yeah.
shit like that. So it's like he's fully into the Panthers.
Nah,
Like this
he's
is
got
what.
no. Hold on. David Tepper's got 11 other hedge funds.
Oh well, yeah, but that's
I was
what he
making it.
does.
I was just
man.
being funny, guys. I was making a
Yeah,
joke.
oh, okay. My
I
bad.
can't imagine he's
I
like
just
literally over there.
I
Like,
want you
how
to know
can
that
I?
he's not taking any losses. It's a revenue share. He made whatever the other owners made last year.
Yeah, you gotta be a
check this
dumbass.
out, bro.
You gotta be a dumbass to not
Yeah,
make
Nick talking about fucking power and shit. Look, man, you're a super duper billionaire. Look, man, you got other shit to be concerned with. You got your team. Let somebody run this shit, man. Just get the fuck out of the way.
Twan, you made a good point.
You're gonna
He
keep
does
making
hire-
money. You're gonna keep making billions.
But this is why I stand on where I stand. Where, like Cody said, I lost all hope. I'm just being a realist. We're fucked for this reason. Because the coach we want, the coach we know we need, is the coach that David Tepper has continuously avoided year after year. People talk
Yeah.
about, well, he only had this
I don't
option.
believe that.
Guys, he only
The
had
Wilkes thing, I don't get that.
Hold
I
on,
don't
Stratz.
get why
Yeah,
he did that.
he
No,
only
Anthony's right.
had certain options because of how he fucked up from the start.
Yep.
That's why. That's on him. That's why, like, yes, I get it. We can blame.
He doesn't want to apologize, bro. He ain't
Yeah.
gonna.
Like
He's scared as hell to hire an alpha, Twan. It'll kill him before he
Bro,
does
it's
that
just
shit.
like that's what it is, Cole. It's like, bro, listen, you have the team, you own it. You're gonna make money hand over fist. You don't have to be in fucking charge. Look, bro, just hire the people to run your shit and get out of the fucking way.
Yep.
Stop hiring bums. Just over. It ain't gonna. It don't count against the cap. It don't count against the cap. You can get all the good coaches. You can get the best offensive coordinator, the best defensive coordinator, the best heck. You can overpay all of them, and it won't count against the cap, and he'll never miss that money. He just wants to be involved like Jerry Jones, bro.
Yes, he just wants to feel like he is the reason we're good. And everyone knows that's not the truth by now, obviously.
It's not. We're
And
never
that's
gonna
why,
believe that.
and that's why I said
It's
he's
the
gonna
total
scapegoat.
opposite.
He's gonna
Before he had signed
scapegoat
over,
whoever he's gonna
Man, can we
scapegoat
get Jerry
whoever.
Richardson? Can somebody go dig his
before
ass up?
before we signed over
Oh,
all those
God.
millions of dollars for the stadium improvement, what we should have put in that stupid ass bill was that we need a physical appearance and questioning from him, like once every X often amount for fucking accountability reasons.
Hey, he can't handle the press, bro. We already seen that. He can't deal with that shit.
Twan, I go to one home game a year, probably. Now, one home game a year. The Chiefs game last year, I walked in the stadium. The stadium looks like a damn fucking Disneyland the way he's changing the shit. Like it is truly Tepper's entertainment, bro. Like it seems like he's turning the Panthers into just like his own little project.
And
Like just something he's messing around with, bro.
The bad part about that, Ant, is when you walk in the stadium also, it doesn't look like we know it's the Bank of America, but the blue and black jerseys are not dominant in there with them games, bro.
No.
Yeah, I wanted to bring this up from Tuesday night show. So if y'all are not really believing in Bryce, what does that say for the rest of T-Mac's season?
He's QB proof. I can just already tell.
That's a good way to put it.
He's still gonna eat.
He
was
plays.
QB proof in college.
Yeah, he's just simply one of those guys that you don't find.
He had a
He's
shit
like DJ Moore.
Yes,
Whoever said it,
Moore-
he had a shit
DJ
quarterback
Moore
in
had-
college.
Yeah, DJ Moore had bad QB play all in his NFL career, and that was one of the best things coming out about him in college.
He
He had
still got bad QB play.
yeah, exactly. He's had bad QB. He's just like DJ, man. We'll be fine.
Yeah, like he's just one of those guys.
This
man.
team has talent, just
Guys,
people
That's the
don't
fucked up
realize
part.
it
You
because
need a quarterback, you
the
need a play
coaching
caller, and
staff
no
don't know how to
defense.
utilize it.
Hey, Cody. In 2005, when Steve Smith won the Triple Crown, we were like
That was such a good year.
pass attempts. Like some guys are just like that. Like they're just like that. Like that's just how it is. And
I hate talking about the good times, bro.
And when I said earlier that people don't seem
worry,
to be
Twan,
stepping
there
up,
ain't
that's what I mean. Is effectively like, you know, when you look at all of it, like there are people that can make plays. There are coaches that can do their fucking jobs correctly at the right moment. You don't have to be perfect 100% of the time, but goddamn, you got to do something.
Hey guys, I
And it
know
doesn't
we
feel
ain't
like that.
wrong. I know we ain't wrong because we seeing, and Cody played the clip earlier. We seeing ex-players coming out going, "This is some bullshit.
Yeah,
Y'all motherfuckers are soft."
Hey, Twan, that's what Cap was preaching. But then listen, I love Jonathan Stewart. I love that dude, but he's got to stop with this fake optimism he gives us every year, telling us to chill
That's
out.
real.
And he's like, hey, it's just
I'm tired of that shit.
Hey, you chill out. Shit.
Yeah,
I stopped listening to him years ago just
you know
because
what
of
he
that.
does? And then he gets on the pod with Dez and Skyler or whatever, and he's like, "Yeah, I was wrong, man. I'm just like, fuck."
If Stewie knows we're cooked in week one, it's
I'm
fucking
gonna leave it at
over.
this. Everybody shouldn't be doing the podcast, man. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Hey man, boys, let me welcome in my dog 910 Kyle. Kyle, what's up, bro?
Kids out.
Kyle.
Good man. On my way home from work.
Yes, sir.
You know I had to tap in with the boys.
Hey, Cal, you got
bro.
Cal, you got my chicken fettuccine.
Ooh, I got a Primavera today, bro.
Let me get that, bro.
Come on down to the ENC, bro.
Nope.
I'll make everybody good Italian.
Hey, give Kyle the floor. Kyle, what's your thoughts on everything, man? What? Because I know you had a lot to say Sunday.
Bro, I was so upset because, like, I'm being told, I mean, as we're all being told, that, like, oh, well, they're growing, they're doing so well in these joint practices, and they're doing this, and, you know, we all heard the Canales bullshit from last year when it was like, hey, man, so, you know, you didn't play your starters in the preseason. Do you think that might have had anything to do with the fact that you got your ass beat by the Saints? And he's like, well, you know, I think I might take it under consideration. Yeah, we see how that fucking went, and he didn't fucking do shit. And here we are looking fucking lackluster against the fucking Jaguars. No offense to Evan, because Evan's a nice guy. Fucking Jaguars. Bro. It's not we're not talking about the Ravens. We're not talking about the Bengals. We're not talking about the fucking Chiefs. We're talking about the Jaguars.
Hey, Canales said he saw some really good things, Cal.
Who
have more talent.
Yeah,
What
in the fucking
game was
joint
he watching?
practice. In the fucking joint practice. That shit makes no sense, bro.
Not in the game, you have.
Practice. Not a game. Not a game I die
Practice is
for, but
bogus.
practice.
Not the game.
Yeah,
Not the
they
Not the
didn't
game.
get good reps. They didn't get good reps in the fucking preseason game. It was the joint practice. They got all their reps, and everybody's on the same page, and we ready to rock because they got all these fucking reps in practice.
He's talking all that
Fuck
bullshit
outta here.
about practice because he know we can't put our eyes on it. We don't
Well,
get to see that shit.
That's the shit that bothers me with Happy Smiley Dave Canales. Like, what the fuck? Like, if my team would have went out there and dropped fucking, had 20-3, started the fourth quarter, 20-3, bro, everybody's fired. Fuck out of here. Everybody's running. Everybody's doing extra shit. Run their asses into the fucking ground before they stand here and be like, oh, we put our fucking max effort and max intensity into this. No, fuck you didn't. You're going to show me when you run suicides today and tomorrow and the next day, and you're going to find out who's got the effort.
You know what? Michigan, a college coach did that shit after a win last Saturday. When they won, he told his team to run
Damn Syracuse.
right after the game.
Smart move.
The
I forgot that
Syracuse.
dude's name.
Yeah.
What's that dude's name?
Move.
That shit was weak as hell.
I thought it was smart.
Cody, I need a coach that's got a little more war in his heart. I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. I'm tired of it.
I know, hey, bro. I've been saying for weeks now.
Analysis.
I want a
fucking
mean
cheerleader, bro.
motherfucker. I want somebody
He's a
that'll
motivational speaker.
Hey, I want somebody that'll make
He's
a
in a
player
fucking
so
high
mad
school gym.
they might want to swing on the motherfucker.
That
Just
motherfucker
like
is a
That's what I
motivational
want.
speaker.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I want.
I
Make
need
'em
somebody
mad.
a little nasty.
Make them play mad.
Listen, I'm a Yankees fan, and the
I don't want
reason we
to.
listen, just let me say it. The reason we've been asked and haven't won a World Series since 2009 is because our manager is soft the same way. He pats players on the back and says, "You want warm milky and cookies after the game?" That's who Canales is. It's the same type of soft
Let me rub that
bullshit
for you.
mentality. It's the
He is.
same
He's soft,
bullshit.
bro.
He gives me fucking grandma.
Like
God, that man Canales
Dave
soft.
Canales is like, yeah, let me go get the cup and cookie dough.
Yeah, literally. Like, let's go, make some Halloween cookies. We got October coming up,
Literally.
And Cody, I'm never telling them that I don't know defense. How do you openly tell somebody that you don't mess
Yeah,
with the
he's
defense?
He
so
doesn't. It's the truth. He doesn't.
I know he doesn't, Twine,
How
but
the
you
hell
don't
did you
tell
get a head
motherfuckers that
coach
you
from
don't
that?
know.
He don't have no history of any defense.
Not have any kind of idea what you're doing.
Everybody knows that, but you don't admit that shit, though, is what I'm
That's
telling
why
you.
he can't say shit to Evero. He gonna make it. Like, he don't know.
So how does he know how to attack a defense if he don't
Dan
understand
Morgan
one?
went and got him. Dan Morgan went and got his homeboy.
He don't know how to attack a defense. He know how to identify what his
That's
quarterback is
some
good at.
nepotism bullshit, JJ, is what
I
it is.
I do have an issue with Dan Morgan that we haven't talked about. Him not addressing the linebacker room for
Don't get me started. That's my
Trevin
biggest
Wallace
issue with this
was
fucking
No
team.
really
fucking
bad.
sin, Anthony. Cardinal sin.
Yeah, how about this? This might be the worst linebacking room I have ever seen for the Panthers.
Panthers history.
Hell yeah, bro.
It's the worst in the NFL.
The worst. It might be. It might be. And how are we ever going to stop the run if we have no linebackers to fill the gaps and run sideline to sideline?
God bless his soul, but they were just running past Rose Boob like behind.
let me explain
And
that.
Trevin Wallace. One more thing,
Bro,
Torn.
Trevin Wallace
Cole,
was like fucking.
Rhino, let me give Cole credit, bro. I've been optimistic about Trevin Wallace, but Cole was right, man. Fucking, he looked like dog shit against the Jacksonville
Everyone got him out there
Jaguars.
looking like dog shit. But look, listen to this.
He looked like Bryce Young
We
on
struggling.
defense.
So us saying we
Pretty
struggle
much.
at linebacker is an
He was
understatement,
having a
right?
scaring contest with the center, bro.
God,
He's
how
scared of
stupid,
contact. I've
bro.
never seen that with a linebacker before in my life. I don't care what nobody
Wait, Twan, what'd you say?
Twan,
What'd
hold
you
on,
say?
let me say this. So when I say we're weak at linebacker, that's an understatement, right?
Very big understatement.
But guess what? The 3-4 defense is.
You need great
You have to
linebackers.
have
before
great
linebackers.
linebackers.
Multiple ones of that. We ain't got one.
You can't run a 3-4 effectively without
Bro, we should have given.
Can't run the 3-4 without him.
Bro, we should have given Frankie Louvu the fucking bank.
I think we tried to.
It wouldn't have mattered.
I
It wouldn't have
think we
mattered,
tried
Cody.
to.
We should have
We were
offered them
we were the
the
highest
world.
bidder for his ass and lost.
He didn't
Fuck
even want to
outta
play. He
here.
didn't want to play for
Yeah,
Everett.
That's the
No,
problem. He ain't want to be here. He didn't want to be with a
left.
barrel.
He left. He left because there's no culture, and we just came off a 2-15 season, man.
Brian
That's why
Burns
he
was
left.
out.
He knew what the fuck
They
he
were
was
like,
doing.
"Oh, word,
Hey,
you're,
bro.
you're not gonna trade Brian Burns because you want to keep him. Oh, then you're not gonna pay him. All right, yeah, I'm out too."
Twan,
Hey,
I've never
real,
been nice to Brian
real
Burns, but he
fast.
looked good last week.
Hey, real quick, Flame for
Told
Jesus
you.
with another 5 says Bryce told everyone on the podcast he couldn't throw going to his left. All right. I believe it, man. I don't know why, but I do. I mean, dude, this whole team, it just doesn't inspire a lot of confidence from top to bottom. It just doesn't, man. It just doesn't.
And I really thought, like I don't typically get my hopes of that crazy, but I really thought we had a culture brewing last year, man. The way we came off the season, like I really thought we did. But whoever said it earlier, like culture is the only thing that converts to the next season. There's clearly wasn't any culture. It
you
must
said
have just
that.
been like a lucky ass stretch. Honestly, that's maybe
It could be. You know what? The other thing too
We
is
had
like
shit
if you,
to-
when
we
you
had
start a
shit
new
to play
job,
for. It was over.
You know, when you start like a new job or something like that, you're really excited and everything like that, and you kind of work maybe more than you know what I mean. I think that could be a factor too. Is that they kind of like hit the right luck on it, so to speak, by just putting some of the. I don't know. I mean, we can all
Bryce Young
agree
was
they
so
suck
ass
ass
that
right
the
now, and
no,
there's no
here's what
confidence I
happened.
have going into the
Bryce Young
season.
was so trash that the honeymoon phase had to come after his benching, and that's all that happened. It wore
So
off this
the
year.
thing that
We're back to reality.
pissed me off about the
What sucks
game
about
more
Bryce
than
Young is just
anything,
such a
I look at this roster and I'm like, bro, this isn't a bad team. Like, if you just look at the 53 names on the roster, it's not a bad team. Why the
I
fuck
don't
can't we get
know,
over
Kyle.
the
The
fucking
defense
win?
still pooty.
No, I'm not saying they're great, Cole. I'm just saying they're not bad. Like,
They're
you can't
doing
just
more
look
than
at
they're
it and be like,
putting
you know
out. I
what,
understand.
all that. Like,
I got something to add to this.
there's
Oh, go ahead,
skill, there's
Benito.
talent, there's
We
a
shouldn't have got
little bit
lost.
of, if you were coached right, put in the right situation, and had the right mindset, I think we'd win a whole lot more games
put
than
in the right
what we're at
defense
now.
and put in the right defense.
Twan, I wasn't
I'm gonna
impressed
say
with
this
one
right
new
now.
defensive player. I'm gonna be really honest with you, bro. Not
Who?
one.
I also
I
noticed
wasn't
there's
impressed
not a
with
lot
not
of vets
one
on
new
this.
defensive player.
Bro, what I'm telling you is that
Oh, shit, man.
Evero does not have the ability. Evero is a stingy motherfucker, right? All I keep hearing
He
is that
is,
he's under
bro.
the. All
Stubborn.
I keep hearing is that he's under the Nick Fangio tree, and he does what you ain't Nick
I
Fangio.
hate that shit. I hate that shit when people do that tree
You
shit.
ever
And you know
you
what the
fucking
Eagles did?
Evero. When you gonna start making? You ain't Fangio.
You know what the Eagles did? They were third. They got destroyed in the wild card game versus Tampa Bay. They go out and they throw a bag to Vic Fangio, and they go from like 30th in points allowed per drive to like second in the whole fucking league. With pretty
There you
much
go.
the same players that year. They drafted Quinyon Mitchell, like Eugene, but like it's just.
And I have a hard time believing NFL players can't play in any fucking scheme on defense either. I think that's bullshit.
You can look
Well,
bad
Cole,
if he puts you in the wrong
That's why I be
situation.
saying it ain't the
Play believe
talent, it's
in
the
any
damn
scheme.
coaching staff.
Yeah,
The
it's
No.
motherfucking
No.
I
coaches
know it is.
and
That's
the
what I'm
higher
saying. It's the
ups.
coaches.
I'm gonna tell you something real quick. A coach can make you look bad, bro. He can put you in the wrong shit,
Yes,
and
he
then
can.
you out there looking stupid when the people don't know that your coach called in a stupid ass play.
When he's lining the corners up 10 yards, 15 yards
That's
off the
dumb as
receiver, and they're making 4-yard catches,
So guess what?
that's
So
bad
Cal,
too.
guess what they
I'm
don't get to do,
saying in
Cal?
3-4 to
They don't get the
4-3
jam.
multiple
They don't get
defense
the
shit.
jam
They
wide
all can play
receivers
all
up
that
at the
shit.
line when they take off.
No press,
It's
No,
like
no
giving them a
can't
head
physicality.
touch
start.
receivers, bro. Yeah, you ain't jamming
What were
none
you
of them.
saying, Ian?
I was just gonna say, like, someone brought this. Alex brought this up, and he just has a theory that it's a reason why a lot of veteran players don't like playing here with Canales because of how like soft the like he was talking. He thinks like Adam Thielen wanted out because he didn't believe in Canales, and Deontay Johnson last year publicly called out our coaching staff too, but we didn't really. We kind of all bought glossed over it. I mean, the flags are there, man. Like, red flags are there. I've been trying to
Maybe
tell
Adam didn't want to play with Bryce this last year because he knew it was trash.
that too. That could be it. But he talked a lot about how Bryce was, on the
Oh, he
rise.
did for sure.
So I don't know, bro.
They know it's
But you're
not
supposed to,
serious
Evan.
here.
You know he ain't gonna say that. Bro.
Well,
He can't
Cody,
say that.
as
Bro.
far as
They
the
know
Say
this
say
is
that
not
again.
what it looks like. They know it's not serious here, bro. They know this
hey
is
Cody,
not
as
what it
far as the
looks
game,
like.
Cody.
Bryce Young
Yeah,
went to Alabama, bro. Do you think
Oh,
after
he
we know.
knows
JJ,
what winning football fucking looks like? He knows what winning football looks like, and he know the preparation and steps needed to take so are not happening here, bro. This is not the culture. This is
But
not the
Nick
environment.
Saban said he had to
Nothing
change
is
his
right
whole
here, bro,
offense
and
up to
we ain't
fit
got the
Bryce Young.
higher ups. People don't know what they doing because other people don't know what they doing. The people who supposed to know what they doing don't know what they doing neither, man. And it's
Right.
just a stemming problem from David Tepper.
That's why
So,
all my shots. That's why all my shots after the game went to the front office and the coaching staff. The
yep.
players played like ass, but those coaches put them in the most terrible positions and
There you go.
the most difficult positions to win in. And they put them in there and
College
expected
bad to
them
make
to
sure
be
he's
great,
right.
I'm
and they
trying to
didn't.
tell y'all, a coach can make you look bad,
It's
bro.
both of them.
Don't think I'm trying to
It's
tell
both
you,
of
bro.
them.
Listen, as far as the game though, man, Cody, it seems like we've had the fucking Cardinals number, bro. Like, I mean, they ain't beat us
We
in like
better
7 years,
find a
bro.
way this Sunday.
Huh?
We better find a way this Sunday.
Well, I mean, the coach is gonna find a way. It ain't because we ain't got the motherfuckers on the team that can beat them. We can beat that team, but if you gonna just let if you gonna just let Kyler Murray just leave the pocket and run all over us, but
Forget about it, or we'll
you
lose.
cannot let old boy get a cushion and not allow those corners to jam those receivers up. You giving them a fucking 12-yard cushion to just take off on your ass.
Hey,
You're
real quick.
giving them, you're giving them
Real
7
quick,
yard
real quick,
completions
real
every
quick,
time.
real quick. Flame for Jesus with the 5 says, "I'm out. Everyone have a blessed weekend. But don't keep anyone but Brant Tillis. Let the rest go with Price."
Brad
Yo,
Tillis ain't going nowhere.
his Flame has probably donated over $50 tonight. Like,
Yo, he had a hell
bro,
of a night in the chat.
he's the man, bro. Shout out to
Good
Flame.
shit.
He's the man, bro. We
Nah,
love Flame.
kind of close to 100.
I mean, bro,
Yeah.
Flame is the man.
Yeah, he's always showing love, bro. That's
And
my
by the
guy.
way, no, but one thing, Katie, I'm a single man. Holla at your boy. What's up?
I think Flame might be a secret millionaire or some shit.
It's just Tepper. He's trying to get us to shut the fuck up, John. That's what it is.
Yeah, man. So, like, I do want to get into some of these game predictions. So, y'all talk to me, man. Like, how do y'all really see this playing out? What are we doing? Go ahead, you're muted, Kyle.
We're going to lose by 3 scores.
Damn.
Yep. Not 3 touchdowns, but 3 scores. More than 14 points.
Harrison Jr. is having 3 touchdowns.
This is what I'm going to do, Cody.
Yeah.
Every time last year when I said we was going to fucking lose, we won. So I'm going to say we going to fucking lose. The Jedi mind trick, motherfucker. I'm going to say we're going to lose to the Cardinals. I know we can beat them, but I don't think we will. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
facts.
for some reason,
We
it's
got
like the Panthers
16.
never want to give us what we want. Like, yeah, y'all going to lose this game. Well, no, we're going to win it because you want us to lose. So 1-1.
Yeah, I'm gonna go next. I actually think that we can pull out the W here, boys.
Oh no.
I'm right there with Tony. Tony said it last week, and it was the most true.
Cody.
My final score, what I said on the show, I said 27-24.
I ain't giving out no scores. I just want to win. I don't give a fuck if it's 3-0.
I think Tony said it best. I ain't picking the Panthers to win until they win.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, I'm not buying in on this team until they show me, man. So unless Bryce Young go out there and dot up the Cardinals and we win because of Bryce Young, I ain't picking them, man. Go ahead and give me the Cardinals 30-10.
right there around JJ.
Go ahead, Cole.
24-10, man.
Bro, who is right
24-10.
next to
James
the
Connors gets
freeway?
100. And me. Hold on. I'm going to roll my window. Y'all can hear me better now.
Yeah,
Sorry about
yeah,
that.
you
Trey
sound like a
McBride,
Panthers
100
fan.
yards. And fucking Connors getting 100 yards. And we lose 24-10.
That's what I'm
We get a
thinking
late
about doing,
bullshit
Kobe.
touchdown.
I was thinking about
What?
that this week. I was like, bro, I should just start betting Bryce Young under on yards and like the
You probably wouldn't
opposing
want to
running
win,
back.
JJ.
Yeah, take the
No.
opposing. Hey, y'all, go to Underdog
Running back
Fantasy.
up. Take the tight
Hey,
end
for real,
way
hold
up.
up. Go to
That's what
Underdog
I'd be on. I'd
Fantasy.
be on Underdog.
Use code C3P and get you some of that money, man. I would take the higher on all the running backs that we play. And for right now, it takes lower on Bryce Young's passing yards, man. Let me go to Michael. Michael, jump back in here, bro. Give me your final score. Give me your final score, player of the game, and who's going to win.
Just be honest, bro. Just be honest.
I'll pick the Panthers this time, but that's it. If they lose this game, I'm done. But I'll pick the Panthers for right now. My score is going to be 13-10, and my I'm gonna have to go with McMillan on this one.
Hey, Michael sound like, look, I'm gonna let you borrow this sugar this one last time. Don't bring your ass back to the house after this.
He has a Charizard shirt on.
Yeah, he sound like, look, I'm gonna let you borrow my sugar one last time, but go get your own fucking sugar. I'm not giving it to you again.
Man, trying to walk off the scene with your sword off, no hand but beauty on me, so you know that I'm fancy. All right, so Cody, how are your Clemson Tigers there? You know, they look like they're ran by Bryce Young and David Tepper.
Nah,
Honestly.
you're not wrong, bro. Damn, JJ, that was fucked up,
Hey,
bro.
man, I was gonna leave you alone, bro. I was gonna just leave you alone.
Hey, bro, listen, tomorrow we play at Georgia Tech, and that's a tough fucking
Y'all might
game,
lose that
bro.
game, bro.
I know,
that's gonna
man.
be a
What
good
the
game.
fuck?
Y'all motherfuckers out there struggling with Troy?
Hey, man.
Cody, where's that game
16-0.
at? This is Atlanta. Y'all go lose.
On
at home in Death Valley.
Take it easy on me, bro.
You better be
What
glad.
the fuck?
You better be glad it ain't in Atlanta.
Hey, I'll tell you what, man. You know, just as bad as Vero needs to be fired from the Panthers, Garrett Riley needs to be fired from the fucking Clemson Tigers.
Hey, Cody,
boy.
can I ask you this one question though? Hey, did
Yeah,
you delete my crying tigers when I kept sending them to you?
No, man. I didn't.
Man,
I don't delete nothing.
Where you put them at then, man? Because they weren't on your timeline, bro.
I mean, you know, I
You
store them
deleted
in
them shits, man.
I store them in a safe place, man. I store them in a safe place for a rainy day, bro.
I was like, I ain't gonna lie. I said, if they lose to Troy, he can't come back up here for 2 weeks. Bro.
I mean, you know me. I'll be here no matter what, man.
You're so lucky you won that, man.
I know, man. Hey, let me go to Evan. Evan, you still with me, bro?
Yes,
Shit,
sir.
We don't
Yeah,
even
man. Give me your score prediction. Who wins and the player of the game?
I'm gonna say we lose. The Cardinals win 38-10, and T-Max player of the game with the only touchdown of the game for us.
Can I pick my player of the game though?
If he get 38, can we fire him?
Player of
Tom.
the game, Chuba.
No. You see, I feel bad for Tet. Like, I remember watching so many games his last year at Arizona, and that was the case. It'd be like 38-3. He scores a touchdown with like 4 minutes to go. Like, I would just see that
Don't
where
worry.
like
Don't worry,
they
JJ.
get blown out. Yeah.
Drew
Hey guys,
Aller on the
remember
way.
that's
Drew Aller on the
that's
way.
the afternoon game too. That's at 4 o'clock.
Hold on, what'd you say, Evan?
Drew Aller is on the way.
Oh my God. Oh my
2 hours.
fucking God.
We're getting
Yeah,
new
look at
quarterback.
Kyle's face. Kyle did exactly what I did without even doing it, bro.
I mean, there's
He
no
just
other
looked to the
quarterback in this draft class that I
Black,
know.
16 games ago, Bryce Young.
More sellers.
But listen, you used 2 words that were wrong. You said draft class. I don't want another fucking rookie quarterback. This team is ready for a veteran that knows how to win.
But who though?
So
Who though,
yeah, who are you
Kyle?
gonna
Yeah,
go out and
who,
get? Go trade for CJ
exactly,
Stroud.
Can I
Kyle?
throw
Like,
somebody? Can I throw
Bring the
somebody
guy
in
that you
there
should
that
have
I've been
picked here.
saying forever, Cody?
And
Can I,
can
can
I
I
just?
can I name drop? Can I name drop?
No, you cannot, Twan. You cannot say Chase
All right.
Hey,
Brown.
bro, wait.
No,
Let me
no, no.
just
I'm
say
not gonna
this
do
one.
that. Look, I'm
Look,
not gonna
Twan,
do
wait,
that.
hold on,
You cannot say Jameis
Twan.
Winston.
I'm gonna let you go. Let me go first though. Bro, I'm not using my legs. I'll give up both of them for Justin Herbert, bro. What's up? I'll send him right now.
I mean,
I'll send him right fucking now, bro.
I'll help you
Go
send
get
them.
Justin Herbert and get him on my fucking team, bro. And bring
Cody, how you
Harbaugh
like
back
the
with him.
amputees, bro?
I got another one that's not gonna cost as much.
I'll be an amputee tomorrow if I need to, JJ. What's up?
Go to the
No,
Bengals.
no Jameis
and
Winston.
Go to the Bengals and ask them what they want for Browning.
Man, I don't know.
Bro, we don't.
Jake Browning is a
no
fucking beast.
Man, I don't know.
You hey, look, Cody, there you go with that man shit. You better go look and see what he's doing, bro.
Man, all right. But you know what? All right.
Jake Browning is never gonna play, man, with fucking old boy in front of him.
I know he started
They
good.
just
When he
won't
had
let
the
him go,
opportunity
bro.
to play.
I don't have a name for you right now, Cody, but I'll come back to you tomorrow with a name that I think that
Hey,
we can
Kyle,
push forward
go
again.
look Jake Browning up and tell me he ain't the truth.
you know what?
I'm not gonna look Jake Browning up because
He's
I've already
not.
seen
Don't
his
waste your
stuff.
time like that.
So I'm gonna find a Panthers quarterback because I don't know that Jake Browning is a Panthers quarterback because like we don't have the identity and David Tepper's the only one in the room that thinks that he's right. So like everybody else is fireable for him, but he believes that an offensive minded head coach and a 3-4 defense is the best thing for this team. And as long as he believes that and he has how many billion fucking dollars, he's gonna get it, whether it's successful or not. You know, like that's what he's gonna buy. So I mean, I understand what I want, but I'm gonna go find a Panthers quarterback that fits that. Because David Tepper, if he doesn't want to continue with Bryce, he's gonna find somebody that he can use. And they're not going to be in development minded shit because like after a 0-2, 5-12, 3-3 and fucking 3-win season, you know what I mean? Like after 10 wins in 3 seasons, I can't see where they would continue with Bryce or any of the coaches.
And Browning is dual threat, bro.
Hey, who have I not called on everyone yet to make a prediction? Who hasn't made a prediction?
I mean, I said they was going to get beat by 3 scores, but my score prediction and player of the game, I got 24-6, and player of the game is going to be the kicker because he made both of the kicks.
Fitzgerald,
Right,
FSU, baby. FSU. We put points on the board.
Hey, who y'all play this week, Twan? FSU.
Nobody.
Oh, y'all off?
Yeah.
All right.
The week after that, we play nobody either.
Man, shut up.
The week we got to play Clemson, we ain't gonna be playing nobody.
Man, shut up. Shut up.
No, but seriously, we got a bye week for some reason.
No, I do like. I do like y'all's quarterback though. He kind of reminds me of Kyler Murray in college a little
Man,
bit.
look, fuck him. The guy that y'all know is the truth on our team is Deuce Robinson, bro.
Is that the running back?
6'6" wide receiver out there catching one-handed ball. Kyle, tell me you seen that shit, bro.
All right, man. Look,
you're on mute, bro.
We about to get up out of here, bro. Y'all know I appreciate y'all, man. Twan, JJ, everybody that stopped into the show, man. Evan, Michael, Cole. Y'all know y'all are my boys. Diesel Skills, Panther Pickle, Pop, Nick, Strap.
Yeah.
Man, bro, JD,
The
bro,
entire family.
we had the crew, the Legion, and the free for all, brother. We appreciate every single one of you. Yeah, man. Hey, to anybody and everybody that comes on, hey, this is how we do this, man. We have open discussions for everybody who wants to come on and talk Panther football. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all for helping me make this happen. We will be back this Sunday for another post-game show. Y'all check out my man Twan at 704 Charlotte Bound Show.
Sunday morning.
Sunday morning. Hey, see, that's how you do it, man. Sunday morning, you got 704 Charlotte Bound, And after the game on Sunday, C3 postgame show, baby.
There you go, baby.
Peace and love, Panther Nation. Have a safe, wonderful Friday. Hug your family, hug your friends, tell them you love them. Tomorrow is not promised. C3 Legion, keep pounding.